How Jay?
Me.
How Jay every day say? That Dookie Brown hitting, B.
Doo Brown.
Dookie.
Brown. I wanna rock. That's your shit, boy. That's that Miami shit. That's that Luke Skywalker shit, boy.
You ain't lying.
I wanna rock.
That's a fact, though. Up here looking like a black essay.
You know what I was thinking about?
What up?
I was thinking about last week when you mentioned the Kirk Franklin thing.
Yeah, fuck dude.
You on it?
No, when you
Maybe he one of our new 4 subscribers. We on your ass. No pun intended.
Pause. Go ahead and resume.
That's one of my words I ain't using. This shit.
What?
Thank you.
Switch it.
Thank you.
You switched it.
Ain't no way I'm using that word.
Come on, man. Boy, if you don't get
Well, y'all just pressing buttons.
No, I'm
tried
trying
to, he tried.
You switched it.
I didn't change nothing.
No, because the yellow one was paused.
Ain't no fucking way, boy.
Oh well.
That's all good. Y'all can figure that out. But yeah, man.
No, I was thinking about when you asked the question on the clip. Is this a man of God?
Yeah.
And the reason why you were asking kind of completely flew over my head.
Yeah.
But okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were asking, should a man of God be saying stuff like this?
Yeah. That? Yeah, absolutely. Or
because that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, okay, he's saying that you're supposed to be like, for all of the people that watched the interview, when he said that, that visual popped up in people's head, in somebody's head.
Yeah, him being naked, sitting on the bench in front of the piano,
right,
coming up with songs, and Shannon Sharp wishing he was there. Club Shay Shay. Yeah.
You say he wish he was there?
Yeah. He wish he was there. Oh. They finna resume.
Be humble. What's going on, man? What's going on?
What down? Be humble.
Be humble. What's going on? How you feeling today, brother?
But that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, you know what? That makes sense because you, as a man of God, you're supposed to be steering people away, or at least trying to guide people away from lustful thoughts.
Yeah.
So for you to say that, and then you know that where people's minds are gonna go.
You know how Shannon Sharp mind is finna.
Oh my God.
Shit, man, we can get some of them subscribers over here, boy. Fuck him too. It's gonna be some editing going on over here, boy.
You already know my motto.
What's your motto? What is it?
Fuck all them niggas, man. Fuck every celebrity. Fuck them all.
Oh man, you got that Charleston White thought process.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what it.
Because the to me the perception of the celebrity. I'm not talking about the person. I'm talking about the actual celebrity. Because most of them are assholes. If you meet a celebrity, and it's a good chance that they're going to be an asshole and a dick to you.
Okay.
So that aspect of it, I'm saying fuck them. But the person, like I don't know them or nothing like that. Don't really care. But I'm just saying the aspect of the celebrity like that, yeah, fuck them. What's going on, D Money? How you doing?
D Money, what's going on? Trap and Slay. Oh my God.
D Money, what down?
What's going on, Trap and Slay?
What's
it's good
up,
to see you here.
Trap and Slay.
Trap and Slay. She's one of the bag chasers.
Oh, okay. I'm chasing these bags. I feel you.
Yeah. So I didn't expect her to be here. What's going on? What's going on? No, man. You know what? I'll say it after we do the intro. You got anything for the pre-conversation in particular?
No, go ahead.
Did I have anything?
Welcome to another episode of the No Key Podcast. I am your man, Spaces.
Hey, I go by your boy Ma.
It's Jay every day.
How was y'all last week, man?
It was cool, man.
Hey, man, I'm good, man.
We got up out that cold.
Yeah, that's it. It's feel like summer out here if you're in Chicago, boy.
Yeah.
Feel like straight summer. I forgot on shorts and shit. I don't got on none, but I feel like I got on shorts.
Yeah, it is pretty warm. It is pretty warm. I like it. I like it the way it is right now.
Hey, boy, the sun tried to shine out. Like me,
It did. It did.
Y'all ain't had no vitamin D in a minute. But pause. No sun in a minute. How was your week though, man? How you doing?
My week was good, man. My week was good. I've been wanting to actually say that I keep forgetting every time we come up here because we, you know how the conversations just go. I went. My curiosity got the best of me.
What you mean?
And I went to see The Color Purple.
Okay. How was it?
What were you curious about?
Just from the
shit. Because I'm not curious at all.
No, I went to see because people were saying that it's a musical, and I was curious, like, how could you turn that into a musical? And it's coming from the aspect of me having been in stage plays before. So, and I absolutely loved it, especially when you go through all of those months, and in this case, probably a year or so of preparation and learning all choreography, making sure your cues and are on point. I was like, how can they make this into something like that, into a movie version of that? And you know what? They actually did good, bro.
It was good?
To me, because a lot of people, like, even with the Tyler Perry, as much smoke as I have for Tyler Perry, I do like the musical part of his stage plays. So a lot of people, most people, they turn away from the musical part. They say fast forward, skip over the music. I'm like, I want to hear these people sing. I want to hear the dance. I want to see them dance. I want to hear the vocals. And they did a good job overall, I think.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I mean, the niggas supporting Color Purple, man. It is what it is. It was good though, huh?
Yeah, I think it was good.
That's good, man.
I think it was good, man.
You go by yourself?
Yeah, I went by myself.
Good.
But y'all don't got nothing? Nothing you want to tell the people?
Yeah. No, I got nothing. I mean, I think you kicked it off with The Color Purple and going to see that by yourself.
Should I have gone with somebody?
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah. That's in theaters though, right?
At least it was. I don't know.
What was the demographics of the people there?
Black people.
Black people.
And even when I went, it wasn't a lot of people in attendance. It didn't do good overall in comparison to.
It didn't.
It didn't do good in the theater.
I think people tired of seeing shit like that. I don't care if it's a musical or not. Like, why are we making Color Purple into a musical?
Right.
What? Why? It's always rehashing some negative shit. We already got enough.
Be humble. You gonna join in on the shade too? He said, "LOL. Glad you enjoyed yourself too." Cultivate your roots. Hello.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hola. Cultivate your roots.
Hey, Cultivate Your Roots. How you doing today?
D-Money, you've been a stranger. How have you been? And everybody else, how was your last week? Let us know how it went.
We all still here, man. That's a good thing, man. It's a great thing.
Okay, I have a question. It's a this or that.
All right, let's do it. I'll do this or that too after you.
Okay, cool. So this or that. Actually got two of them. I'll do this one though. Doing both. Okay. Would you rather get $400,000 right now?
No taxes?
No taxes. Okay. No taxes. In your account right now. No strings attached, nothing. Or would you rather get $25,000 once a year for the rest of your life? $400,000 right now, $25,000 for once a year for the rest of your life.
That's assuming I'm living another 20 years to even catch. I'm gonna do the 400,000. Give me my shit now. We can start making shit work now.
Okay, so
that's my logic. Just give me my shit now. Yeah. I don't want to have to wait 10 years to get $250,000. probably 15 years to get 400. Like, come on, give me my shit now.
It's 20 years just to get up to 400. 2 times.
Yeah, these niggas doing math. Carry the one.
No, I'm just thinking how long it's gonna take you to get to the 25.
It's gonna take more than 10 years.
It's gonna, that's what
more
I'm
than
saying.
15 years. So you must give me my shit now. So mine ain't even guaranteed. So give me mine today.
I'm with you on that.
What about y'all out there in the clouds, man?
I'm taking the 400.
You take the 400?
Yeah, I'm taking the 400.
That's like even with the lottery situation, right? Hey, you won $1 billion. Now you can take the overtime, whatever it is, the payout. It's gonna be more over time. But for right now, we can give you a cash lump sum of $100 million. You gonna take that? Or you gonna take the wait, throughout however long it takes?
I don't think nobody take the weight. I think everybody just get their shit up front.
Right. And that's my idea with this.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my shit now.
I'm with it. What you doing?
He's carrying the one.
No, you taking the
No, I said 20,000 or 25,000.
I had 25,000.
25. Oh, 25,000. I think I would go. D Money said, "I'll take the money now." Be Humble said, "You have to look at a lot of things before you make that decision."
I don't know, man. It's like y'all want a stimulus check every year. Give me my shit now.
I think
that shit could run out.
What, the 25?
Oh, we ain't got it no more. Whoever you getting it from.
Oh, right. I get you. I guess all things considered, I would go with the 400,000 because I think I would be able to make something happen sooner than later with the 400,000. Because I'm thinking about the stuff that I need done now. I guess it's not something that can be solved with the 25,000, but
I'm taking. Give me 400. We gone. You ain't gonna have to see me no more.
No.
I'm cool.
What would you do? What would you do if with your 400,000? Like the first thing that come to your head.
First thing that comes to my head is really just knock out bills. Not that I have an absorbent amount of bills or nothing like that. And then from there I go, start investing and putting some money up for the kids for whatever. And then going from there, I can make $400,000 work. It's a lot more than 12,000, so I can.
You not lying. You not lying.
Right. So
you not lying.
I can do some things with the 400,000.
Right.
I would probably potentially
break that shit up in quarters.
Yeah,
straight up.
I won't be working OT for a little while. I'm finna dial that back because I'm finna work this bread a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
Finna go get a truck.
I'm probably finna do something. I'm not finna let y'all know what I'm doing. All I'm saying is we finna make this shit work, do some investing and stuff like that. Because you can, really take off with 400,000. Not really 12, but with 400,000 you can take off.
If you know what you're doing and you applied all the knowledge that you have gained over the years, if you go back to broke or whatever you call broke after that 400,000, you don't need no more money. Because you should not be going back, in my eye, back to where where you was before. Because you should make that, most people, I'm finna go buy a motherfucking Lambo, $250,000. Then I'm gonna put the rest on this house out here. Now you back at square one and you can't pay the mortgage on that motherfucker. So, you gotta make smart decisions, but like Jerry Day said, it's over with. Tell you right now, it's over with.
Cultivate Your Roots said, "I need my coins now, please."
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Fuck around, not see me no more for a while.
What's the second this and that?
Okay, let me. Be Humble said 400K isn't really life changing.
Who said 400K ain't life
Be
changing?
Humble said 400K isn't really life changing. What?
Oh, okay.
He must make that a year.
Hey, it is what it is. I ain't broke, but I tell you, it could change my life. You tell that to the motherfucker I saw they out there begging for food that it ain't life changing.
12,000 would be life changing for them.
I think that's all relative, right? So if if you're a millionaire, you somebody who really getting it. Yeah, 400,000 ain't life changing, but somebody who's really struggling, yeah, absolutely is life changing. I mean, it's all relative.
It's definitely life changing for me.
It would be. For me
you have
thank
to. You have to take what you're making right now, and see how long it would take, how many years, or whatever case, how many months.
That's
it would
without
take you to
tax
make
too, by the way. I mean,
that's pure 400. Like that ain't no
$400,000.
That ain't no 250. That ain't no 3. That ain't no 290. After they get through taking their taxes and all that, that's a hardcore 400,000. You gonna see the 4 with the comma in the middle with 6 zeros.
Oh dang!
On that, when they put that in your account, your account ain't never seen that much money like that. Mine ain't.
What
I can't
do you say? You'll burn through it in less than 5? What?
If you Be Humble said, if you have no job, you may feel like it, but you will burn it in less than 5 years.
But that's why I said before I said all that. If you go back to what you was before, you really didn't need that in the first place. You ain't learned nothing over the course of your life. Because I know me, I can't speak for everybody else or anybody in the chat, but for me, I wouldn't go back. I already know what to do. I know exactly what to do.
I'm not saying retire on this shit.
No, he didn't say stop working what you're doing now. You still work your regular job, your 40 hours or whatever, but it's going to change a lot of things. It's going up. It ain't going back.
Switch it a little bit.
I can hustle that a little bit. I don't know.
What about, okay, because I did ask the question wrong, but we'll just leave that at where it was. What about 250 right now? Or 25 for the rest of your life?
We're going to leave it where it was.
Why you don't want to change it?
Because that's all,
10 years.
You already put it out there, though.
That's 10 years.
But you already put it out there, so I can't really,
Can't really change your mind.
Nah, I can't change. I stood on 400,000. I'm not finna be like, well, I'll take 250 right now. No, I'm standing on the 400.
They try to talk you down. They try to talk.
Yeah, nope.
How you say? You'll take 400. You'll take 390.
Yep.
You'll take 390. You'll take 380. You take 380. You'll take 350. You take 350. You'll take 300.
Okay. So we get into these topics, man. We get into these topics.
Show other this or that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. So I was listening to this podcast. I forget what it was. It was just so funny. I was only want to ask. Would you pick cotton once a week for, let's just say, one 8-hour shift or 1 4-hour shift for $150 an hour?
I'm probably going.
Keep going. Okay.
I just said I'm probably going. It don't matter what nobody else said. I'm probably going for 150. You talking about once a week for an 8-hour shift? Mm. That's you, like, bro. Half of you niggas don't 150. Half of you niggas don't make that in a week.
Okay.
No, but you said this or that.
Yeah.
So what's the other option?
Oh, you're right. I didn't say it was this or that. My bad.
I said I'm probably
would you do it or would you not?
It's either going or not going. I'm probably 9 times out of 10. I'll probably go. Cause we going by people going by past traumas are talking about we was out there picking cotton for free. People actually paying you $150 an hour.
Okay.
For 8 hours.
4 hours minimum, 8 hours max.
Probably out there picking cotton and singing Negro spirituals too. And wouldn't give a damn who said something about it.
Okay, Jay Everyday, what'd you think?
I don't know. I'll probably try it out.
That's 1,200, man.
Yeah, I mean, the money at the end of the day probably wouldn't boil down to me. Like, if I don't like it, I don't like it. So me toughing it out for the bread, but I would try it out just because it's $150 an hour for 8 hours. So, yeah, I would try it out. But if I don't like it, then fuck it. You know, you got a day up out of me, and I got $1,200.
You say I'm not down for manual labor. That's cool. I understand you. I get you. But I'm gonna be out there singing this little lighter man. I'm gonna let it shine.
Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Come on, Maul. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Hey, Maul, get your. I'm gonna toss Maul his towel because you know that nigga gonna be sweating. Jesus on your main line, tell him what you want.
Where we at though? Where we at when we doing this?
Arkansas, Mississippi.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about them slave states that's for real with the cotton.
Those.
Hey, I probably.
I'm gonna have some of that too.
Hey,
Yeah,
I probably ain't gonna have to do that too long because I'm gonna be hot. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna try this shit out a couple times, and I'm probably like, you know what? I'm not even really worth it because I'm gonna be too hot, and I'm gonna get blacker too. I'm gonna get another shade. I'm gonna be purple. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I'm not gonna be able to do that too much long. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get in and get out. I'm gonna have to have a plan to go ahead.
That's what I said. I try it out, but no. This is not gonna be a career.
Be humble, you're right, but people always say money ain't everything, but you wouldn't let nobody take your money or like shortchange you on no money. Like people always say money isn't everything and, oh, I don't do this for the money and the money don't matter. But when it's time to talk about money, you ain't letting shit slide. If it ain't that much important to you, you'll let all the money and everything go out the window. Why wouldn't you? That's how I feel about it because people always say, it's not that important, but it is important. You can say that all you want to, but you're going to negotiate your money and you want your money. You're not going to just let nobody steal no money from you. You're not going to let motherfucker just play with your money. So people can say money ain't everything all you want to. It don't matter about the money. But at the end of the day, the fucking money matters. I'm not trying to hear that.
I think.
What would you do?
Bro, I'll be dancing while.
Well, you gonna see him black up so quick.
What?
Space is
He
gonna
going your color real instant.
shit, he gonna be your color.
He gonna be burnt if he get my color.
Yeah, huh?
It's gonna be me. I'm definitely doing it.
I'm picking.
I'm definitely doing it.
And that Arkansas heat, boy, that boy, what?
At the very least, man,
Boy,
I'd
gonna
at least try it.
You gonna look like a spoiled banana.
He goes like a plantain?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
No, I mean, it'll be in this like generation, so I'll be able to find some stuff to help me cover my head, you know what I'm saying?
Boy,
He out there with me a hijab on,
when
goddamn.
last time you been down south?
That shit don't matter.
I'm talking about like in the heat. I ain't talking about like kicking it. I'm talking about in the heat with the.
Yeah,
No,
it don't
it's
matter.
gotta be.
Now all that other shit you putting on hijab and shit, you just gonna be hot.
He said that.
No, yeah.
You just gonna be hot. Fuck all that extra
You
shit.
might as well get your towel and start
Yep.
wiping your face and just keep on moving because you're going to be hot. I'm not trying to hear what you're talking about.
Oh, cultivate your roots. She said, if Victor and Gabriella can pick fruit and vegetables, I can pick some cotton. Oh, man. But what you said, oh, okay. So we're good? Good, got it?
Yeah, I'm good. We good.
Oh yeah, no, my this or that.
Yeah.
My this or that, man. Being from Chicago, because y'all probably seen on Facebook, you know, what they saying. Of course, I'm from Chicago, such and such. Which one of y'all picking, Vintners or Lay's? You got a bag of, I don't know, let's say plain or salt and sour, or salt and vinegar for Lay's, I believe.
So you're going to go salt and sour, let's say salt and vinegar.
Whatever it is, you picking whatever
Lay's.
your favorite. You got Lay's.
Yeah, I got to go.
That's that
Lay's.
Miami shit. I'm trying to tell you. That's how
gotta
you
go.
know.
Dog,
That's how
Lay's
you
versus
know.
salt and vinegar
That's how you
fight.
know, boy. That's how you know.
Hey, I ain't say I was born here, but I live here and I rep it.
You lived here longer than you lived in Miami. You bout here. You don't gotta count. I already counted it for you. You ain't gotta count. You ain't gotta carry the one or subtract shit. I already been counting it.
He say, hey, how dude pull up in the drive-thru and he got his order. He got his order ready already. You remember the thing when he say, dude pull up to the drive-thru and he had his order already ready?
Yeah.
You remember what I'm talking? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, that's Jay every day just did to me. If you don't get your ass to the front of this window, Bartholomew, Samuel Jackson.
What they say? Anybody say something? What y'all picking, man? Venice or
Yeah, I got to go with the Lay's, though. I ain't going to lie to you. I got to go with the Lay's salt and vinegar.
What you got, Space? Come on.
Are we talking about a specific, like the brand
Vintners,
entirely?
Vintners or Lay's,
But
man?
you said salt and vinegar, so you're talking about
I
specific
gave it
chips?
something, not specific
the
chips.
whole brand.
Whatever you like specifically, and then whatever brand.
Do you like Vintners or do you like Lay's? It's just that simple.
I don't care. Like, I like them both. Like, it's whatever's in front of me.
Pick one, man. Come on now, bro.
It's a this or that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Pick one. Is you picking cotton or not? Is you eating Vintners or Lay's? Which one did you going?
I think
Do it.
I would go.
You know where you going.
I know where he going.
I know too.
Cause he taking too long.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
He going Lay's.
That's what I'm just saying.
That's how I know.
He going Lay's.
Hey, DHPX, you ain't out here, boy. He ain't from the city, boy. He ain't from Chicago. Let me see what else is going on out here, man. Vintners. What else
D
we
Money
got?
said Vintners.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. But
Shit.
Because like I said, I've definitely had both.
right. I understand, man. You
cool.
like
I guess
Lay's,
Lay's.
man. That's I understand.
I guess you're right. I guess Lay's.
I knew you was going Lay's.
I knew you was going Lay's too. I know a lay looking nigga when I see one. They to my right. Come on, let's go.
He look just like the bag. They like the bag of Lay's. Like Lay's.
Yep. The plane.
Cultivate Your Roots said Vintners all day. What chips do Lay's have that smack harder than
Oh, the sizzling salt and sour.
Okay. Let me
Ain't
change.
nobody.
My bad.
Nope. Now they want to be from the city. Nope, they was from Miami.
I forgot all about those chips. Those is one of the
salt and sour.
You right.
Greatest shit ever made.
You right.
By none.
You right. I gotta go over there
By
too.
none.
My bad. I gotta go over there too.
Oh my god.
Because I forgot all about
You
those
fucked
chips.
up the game.
That fucked up the game. Yeah, that fucked up the game.
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna lie.
god. What?
It should never said that. I would never.
That with a
never.
Tahitian treat?
Oh, that was like heaven when we were shorties.
Man.
Yeah,
Man,
you're right.
For
You're
$1.
right. Yeah, Vintners. Yeah,
All that for $1.
yeah. Because those chips alone kill a lot of shit.
Yeah, people.
Those chips is a hit though.
What ghetto greatness right there, boy. That's
Hey,
ghetto
I
greatness.
ain't gonna lie to you. I scanned them in the
Boy.
motherfucking scanner thing. It said it was a negative 25.
I remember my first time. Man, that shit is.
You tell me, I'm dead serious. Scan a bag of those. It's gonna say negative 25.
Yeah, well.
said negative 25?
Yeah,
Let's get to the program.
yeah. Let's
All right.
get to a nice little. Let's get to some real shit now.
Here we go.
Cultivate your roots. You spit on that one. I see you.
I ain't gonna lie. You did hit it on that one though. You got me to come over on that
You
one.
know what, man? I'm gonna come to work with a big ass box of salt and sour sizzling shits.
Just start passing them
Hell
out.
yeah, here you had some. You had some.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Them I ain't gonna lie. Them is with Tahitian treat.
Oh yeah.
All right. So,
Jay Fizzle.
oops.
We doing Jay Fizzle?
Jay Fizzle
Yeah.
gets 18 out of his 22 kids' names tatted on him.
That's dope.
That's crazy.
Hey, you know what we need on this one though? We need what's his name? We need Rob on this one though. We need Rob, and then we need when Rob say nigger, ER,
Oh wow.
we need that. We need that right here. I need that button. I don't see that button.
You got some real editing to do on that one there, buddy. What's the name with the Z? Zaglulius?
Julius?
Is that Zajulius? What the fuck is
This
that?
one right here.
Jadolf?
Sir.
Oh, that's not the. I'm not gonna press no.
Is that supposed to be Jeremy? Jerome?
Are those check boxes next to
Jeremiah?
Anyway, man, what do y'all think about this? Like, is it?
I have no comment.
Yeah.
I have none whatsoever.
Cultivate Your Roots said, I drink the crumbs at the end. I'm greedy.
Shit, don't we all?
Drink the crumbs. It's
Drinking
crazy.
the crumbs. No, I think it's actually. I think it's crazy if you don't.
Yeah, it
the
is.
Crown.
Yeah. I mean, the
You gotta
word
go and finish
drink
that.
though.
You gotta finish that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what-
what we doing.
Just-
That's what we doing. It's going down in crumbs and coming out like pee. Let's go.
My God. Yeah, but this right here is I don't
Cartier, Dallas, JC Young.
I can't even read some of these.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it matters to him because he knows their names.
Yeah, but why would you? My mom always said something. She said, I asked about, why don't you get my name tattooed on you? She said, why would I do that? I know your name.
But, right.
Kind of.
Yeah, and
You still alive?
right. Somebody told me that before. It's like, why would I get this person's whoever's name tattooed on me? I know their name. Like, and that's when it made sense to me because at first beforehand I was like, why? Like, I didn't have any thoughts on people getting names tattooed, whatever. But when somebody said, why would I get my name tattooed on me? Why would I get my mother's name tattooed on me and all that stuff? I was like, oh, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I could see that person's deceased or something, but outside of that, it's kind of, I don't know. Because your relationship status with anybody can kind of change. Shit. Hell, your parent, anybody, your relationship, like you just getting a person's tattoo, your name tattooed on them, your relationship status with them can change in general. It could be a parent, kid, spouse, whatever. Now you got somebody on there that you kind of don't fuck with.
That's funny, D Money. He waiting on the DNA test for the last
Last fall.
to get
Crazy.
them tattooed. That's crazy.
22 kids is crazy though.
I wonder how many baby mamas he got. That's the only thing I got to ask.
Probably 22.
Oh, shit.
At least 18.
Nah, probably like 12.
No, I can't imagine that, bro. Like, I don't know. I never heard of this person before. I guess you could say by default I'm counting pockets, but I don't mean to count pockets. How can you provide for 22 kids?
Well, he raps, of course. So.
I mean, a lot of rappers are broke.
Well, money ain't everything.
Shout out to Be Humble.
Facts. See? There you go right there. Money coming up. The money ain't everything. It's a damn
Imagine going to child support court. Well, money ain't everything. You know what I'm saying? Well, you need to pay more. Well, money ain't everything. What about the time I spend with him?
Right.
What about the love?
And that's what I'm thinking. Like, well, how many is Nick Cannon at? 12? Whatever number he's at.
Yeah.
And granted, he's a celebrity person. He's busy doing whatever he does, a Wild 'N Out and all of whatever his other ventures are. But even he said that he regrets having so many because he's spread so far thin that he can't have the relationship that he wants to have with them.
That's
wow. You didn't think about that before?
He said that's
He's a smart dude, got all these shows, and you didn't think about that before.
I think he just got all these shows. I'm not sure if he's smart.
You got to be some type of smart.
You do?
No, he's book smart because he has like.
And?
That's what I was gonna say. So when you say smart, he's book smart, cool, because he has degrees, he takes classes and goes to school and all that. But
being book smart means that you can follow directions.
I was just gonna say too.
that's what I was getting at.
And we forgetting the key component. Just because you book smart and all that doesn't mean you got no common sense.
Yeah.
That's the key thing right there, having common sense.
You need a bit of both. So, good luck to dude.
I mean, like how people are crazy, man. Be Humble says sociology should be taught in high school.
I agree. Love sociology. Sociology.
I don't even remember ever seeing that offered.
I wasn't offered until college. Now I think about it. Sociology, psychology.
Be Humble said they will understand about having a lot of kids is not productive.
That's true.
Couldn't they teach that? Do they even teach health anymore? I guess that's to teach you about stuff, not to teach you the thought processes around it.
Yeah, I feel like though that nigga probably wouldn't have even went to a psychology class in general. Like him,
Probably
Jay
not
Fizzle
in school.
yeah, he
The good question is, did he graduate high school?
Nah, he fizzed out.
Yeah, that dude is a clown. 22 kids is absolutely insane.
Yeah, bro.
Let's see, get that one out of here.
I want to know
They all got a similar look too.
What 3 through 22 was thinking when they had a kid by. That's what I want to know.
Yeah. When you the motherfucker after, like, you know.
Third, like I get a third one. I'd probably give the third one a pass. So 4 through 22, like, what were y'all thinking?
Ooh, Cultivate Your Roots. Cultivate Your Roots said, so he's not worried about any of his children accidentally hooking up and reproducing.
That's huge.
People
That's
don't think
crazy.
that far, though.
I doubt everyone is staying in tune with another one now or later. I have siblings I'm not even in tune with. That's crazy, man. I didn't think about that till you said it just now. 22 kids. What if they end up?
No, Jerry, they say that shit all the time. When we was talking about the kid situation of all these people having kids and you having kids just spread all over the place, and them not really knowing each other, and you don't know your background, you don't know your heritage, you fuck around and.
That's why some of the kids come out
with defects.
Yeah, that.
Throwing up gang signs.
I want to crack a joke.
Unintentionally.
I want to crack a joke, but I can't. This guy gonna run the tape.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, the dude's a clown. That's crazy.
Yeah, next one, because that one, I really ain't had no comment for him.
Ooh, Cultivate Your Roots. Stop. Stop.
That's a fact, though.
Cultivate Your Roots said the grandkids might even hook up.
That's a fact. You ain't lying. You not lying.
And they don't care these days. Nothing look nasty. They wouldn't care.
And they ain't from down south with it.
They from all over. They down there too.
No, I'm saying down south do it on purpose. They just up here doing it.
Oh, okay. So you,
I ain't say I do it. I say they do it. Go ahead, get it right.
I ain't say you did.
You was finna say
No, I wasn't.
What you finna say?
Quick to jump the gun.
Yeah, what you finna say?
What I was finna say was, so you mean to tell me people with like 2 kids knowing that this your cousin or
Yes, they down there doing it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's a different type of mentality,
Yeah.
man.
I done seen it with my own eyes. Motherfucker say so. I'm like, word? You said so?
All right. The next thing, Jay Everyday sent this in our chat. Man is now going viral for his hair transform. Oh, that's a man? I thought that was like a teenager.
Thought it was like a lesbian. Young and May. Go ahead.
That's all it's saying.
Yeah. I think Maul hit it on the head, and you know, it was said to me that, you know, everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. Everybody want, you know,
They love everything about us.
they love your whole culture, your whole style. And they say, well, black people don't have a style or culture or stuff like that. We do. And it's not to say that, you know, our stuff is different. It's not to say that you know, everything about us is negative, but like, damn, y'all steal everything. Like, look at this.
Yo.
What the fuck?
Bro, the man went from Chinatown to down south.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
So what the fuck is he? he like a whole bunch of different type of, Dominican, Filipino. All types of shit going on there.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Wow.
What? Hey, go to the comments real quick. What are they saying?
Let me turn it back on.
He don't even look like the same person. He not Asian no more.
I
He went straight from
Right.
instant noodles to instant nigga.
Nigga went from ramen to ramen noodles.
Ching Vaughn.
Oh, that's crazy.
I have been out nigga.
That's crazy. That's all I can really say, man. Like it. That's really what it comes down to. Is like I see it all the time. I see it all the time. The copying and of what would be defined as black culture. it bothers me sometimes. I won't lie.
It bothers you sometimes.
It bothers me sometimes that
They want to rock a fade. Them niggas wasn't rocking no fades.
the phase, the way that they talk, the way the dress, the shoes, the pants, the way that they talk, the even the tattoos, the music, like it bothers me sometimes because it's like, do you have to copy?
Yeah, because I don't really see blacks or African American, whatever you going by. I don't see us really taking somebody. I mean, specifically black men, but I don't really see black people in general really taking nobody else's shit as a whole and just doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, maybe some individuals are doing what, but as a whole, like, hey, a whole mass of people are. What kind of haircuts is Mexicans getting? Or Asian people? What the fuck are they doing? See, I don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But that lets you know that other people really watch what we got going on within us. We are the trendsetters.
Yeah, because they fade all this shit up now.
Yeah. They went to our barbers, like they went to our barber schools and started learning the trade.
And I don't think it's necessarily necessary, but what happens is we don't gatekeep it like they do, like other people do their culture.
Yeah. Well, when we do it, it's considered hating, even amongst each other. Black people call out other black people. It's like, why are you doing that? Right?
Yeah.
And, again, black people are so quick to be all inclusive. We want to include everybody into whatever the fuck we got going on, just so we can get some type of acceptance, and we still not accepted.
Only thing we don't be all inclusive in, and we was talking about this the other day at the lounge, is when it come to our business though. You want it to be a straight on black owned business, but you don't want to have all inclusive on that though.
What do you mean?
Like y'all was just saying, like, you know, we always quick to invite people, forgiving and all this stuff. But when we get the business and stuff going, this is 100% black owned business. We only black this, we black that, we black all this. We all black. But when it comes to the business part, yes. But when it comes to like lending our culture and stuff out to other people, no. You get what you understand what I'm saying? You get me? Get my drift? Nah.
I'm still a little confused.
I kind of get what you're saying. I think it's a yes and no kind of thing. Whereas I think all that just a black owned business, black, biggity black y'all shit is really a front.
Okay.
Right? Because as soon as the white folks walk into the business, it's, you know, red table, red carpet, you know what I'm saying, white tablecloth, everything for these people. Right? Oh shit, we got some white people.
Or they sell it.
Yeah, right. So that's what it becomes. I think all that shit, you know, of course you're gonna cater to your clientele. Your clientele is black. You want to let people, all right, cool. But as soon as some white people come in there, it's, oh, you like the chicken? You want some extra watermelon juice? You know, it's like, fresh squeeze, eyes bucking. You know what I'm saying? We got some sunflower seeds too.
Instead of being like that with everybody. Everybody that walk through your door, you should have that same
report,
energy, that same customer service. You should be smiling. As soon as potential customers come through your door, you should have that same smile, that same demeanor, that same attitude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. It's Cultivate Your Roots said, what would society be without black folk? We are the originators.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Spaces?
What? With the comment?
Yeah, I want Spaces' take on that. What do you think about it? What would society be without black folks? Do you think we are the originators?
This is kind of a conversation that I let other people talk about.
That's why I'm asking you, because I figured you would.
No, I mean, I wasn't saying I was gonna do that now.
Oh, all right.
But I just think we a lot of times, more often than not, it's people like to take credit for whatever's positive, but don't want to also take the blame for what may be negative, right? So, do we have connections in the past as to us being the originators of a lot of things? I can say yes. I can agree, because I've seen what, like Elvis Presley, right? I've did my own research and showing, and it proved to me, it was enough proof to me that Elvis Presley was a character that was stolen from black people. That's what I've. Now outside of that,
didn't he steal something straight from one person like though?
He was stealing dance moves. He was a whole persona. Like he was a thief, and he used to doodle, and he used to mess with them children. Yeah. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Be Humble said you should, but statistics show we don't tip.
Oh, yeah, that's a cap. That's cap.
Oh, I was waiting on him. I already said when I read it, I said, okay, I'm waiting on Maul.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
Stats.
That's cap.
Stats.
Ain't no stat. What stats is? Show the stats. What? Show a stat. Show a stat.
I mean, I'm a believer in numbers and stats.
Because white people don't even fucking tip. So stop it. No, I'm not.
I'm a believer in numbers and all that, but stats and things, it depends on who puts it out. The stats and everything can be manipulated. People say numbers like shit can't be manipulated.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
No, man, I'm not with now. Because people are always trying to say like white ice is cola. No, I'm not going with that. Nah.
Wait, people always say what?
White ice is cola. Like white people don't tip too.
Yeah, because you think about the industry, right? The waiters and waitresses always complain about not getting tipped, right? So it can't be just black people not tipping. Has to be everybody. So when I know Maul, he goes out, we tip. We've all been out together. We gave up over tip. Right? And that's the thing, huh?
I've done that. Yeah.
Right. So I feel like black people overcompensate when it's shit like that, right? We already kind of get a subpar service, right? So we get subpar service, and then we overcompensate.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, you know what? Boom, I want to show you that we do tip.
Yeah. I got a story.
I'm not finna get niggas 50%. The fuck out of here. Yeah. Like, what the fuck you think this
20, is? Man, as long as you tipping and you giving at least 15 and above, it's like the what you call it? It's 18. No, I think it's 18.
Do your job, and then you get the tip.
Yeah. But I got a quick story. And it almost made me want to go off on them or whatever. It was an older couple sitting next to me and my wife. The bill and stuff came. I didn't really pay attention to them and pay attention to us, but I had tipped and I had left some money on the thing. And the older black guy gonna say, yeah, that's the way to go. And I'm thinking, I almost wanted to go off on him like, what the fuck you mean that's the way? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because he had that same mind frame like Be Humble is. Like, that's not true. It's not true at all. Because white people don't fucking tip too. So I don't know where you get the statistics or the stats from for that. But a lot of people in general, I'm talking about people in general, not just black people in general, don't tip and don't leave tips. Like, nah, I'm not, I can't do that. Nah, I can't rock with you. I'm not.
Be Humble said they make it so they add the tip to the bill.
Who, black people?
Restaurants in general.
That's true. I don't like that either. That makes me less likely to even do business with you. If you adding shit to the bill, the tip means you was doing something extra. Yeah. Or you know what I'm saying? It's not extra, but necessarily you were doing your job. You were giving me the same type of service that you was giving the other people that was next to me. Okay, cool. If, I get seated or whatever, it's like when you go for the, these days, when you go buy carry out, they got, hey, can you tip on him?
I'm not tipping
shit.
No, I'm not doing
Fix
that.
my fucking food.
No, I'm not doing that either.
The fuck is this?
And I'm very generous. I'm not doing that either.
I'm not that generous. Yeah, so, but I will tip. I will tip because, I came, if I come outside and I decide to sit down and eat, right, I'm a tip because this person is the person serving me. Yeah. But if I just sit down and you come one time, like, nigga, you're not earning whatever the fuck you doing. Like, you're not earning the money. I'm not gonna short you or nothing like that. But come on, we're not giving out free bread either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not just because you're a waiter. Like, I'm not out here feeling sorry for niggas. This is your job. Yeah. What Drake say? You knew what it was when you signed up. Yeah. You niggas you know the job. Like, do the job. Can I get some more water? Like, if I gotta ask you for shit.
Yeah. But no, he said they made it so. So that means he's saying that black people made it so that they put the tip on the bill already. Is that what he said? That's what I'm reading that.
Be Humble said, "What's the lowest tip you've given?" No, he was. I think I took it as him asking, saying that in general because people don't tip. Well, he said blacks don't tip, but people don't tip. Whatever the case.
Well, it depends on. Be Humble. I can't answer that question because it depends on the bill. I've always given at least bare minimum of 18 to 20% of whatever my bill is. And if I found out that it's too low and I look at the thing and I feel that it's too low, I'm gonna give a couple more extra dollars. That's just me. I can't speak for everybody else. But you said the lowest tip. What's the lowest tip I ever gave? It depends on the bill. It got to depend on the bill. It don't depend on a restaurant to me neither. It depends on the bill, and it depends on how my service was.
The lowest I've ever given was 0. You're not finna give me half-ass service and still expect a tip, right? I'm not a person that I'm not really a needy person. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is hit the bare minimum goals for me, right? Hey, is the food okay? Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? You need something else? Need some more water? Like, I'm not finna go ask you to go warm my motherfucking food up. This shit is all fuck. I'm not, because I don't like people playing with my shit. So all you got to do is hit the minimum expectation, have a decent-ass personality when you approach me and my family or whoever I'm out with, and you're going to get your tip. Yeah. If you go vamp off and disappear and don't show up and then only, oh, y'all ready to go? Yeah. You're going to get no dollars. I don't give a fuck who it is. Like none.
Now, be humble. You're right. I did do 0 just like one time. And this because this dude was so fucking horrible, bro. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings in my fucking North Riverside. This was the worst fucking service I ever had in my fucking life. I almost wanted to cuss the man out on top of paying for the bill. That's how bad. And I'm not that type of person. Like, y'all know me. I let a lot of shit slide. So if I'm saying you this about this waiter was horrible. And I almost wanted to put on a receipt, be better next time, motherfucker.
No, I've been there as well. It's been a long time since I've done it, but I think I'm pretty sure I've not given a tip before, but for the same reason.
That shit was horrible. And you got to, for me to give you 0, because I still would try to give you something. But if for me to give you 0, you can ask my wife this, because I always tip. For me to give you 0, that shit had to be the awfulest service I've had in my life, and it was.
And I try to get cash, right?
Because, because I don't like.
Because what happens is when it's on the bill, and it splits amongst everybody in the restaurant.
Yeah, and they tax it.
Right, they tax it, they split. So even if I'm not, say for instance, you're giving 18 to 20%, that's everybody amongst the restaurant. So it really, you know what I'm saying? If you give your 15, 18% to this person, your server, you good. I mean, I went out today. I gave a tip. Guy was happy. You know, it depends on the restaurant, the servers. Yeah. But I don't always feel obligated to give a tip. If you got terrible service, then you're finna get nothing.
Yeah. It's just I can't agree with you on that. That say we the worst tippers. I can't agree with you on that though. Be humble. I just agree. We disagree on that. I don't agree with you on that.
So I saw this post on Facebook. I'm gonna read it because I didn't think we would go here, but. So this post said it's calling out bad tippers, right? And they name the person. They say the date that they were there.
What they say about Josh?
They say Joe.
Oh damn.
They say how much the tab was and the tip that they gave, right?
Yeah.
So Tyler is a Caucasian name, right? Typically. The tab was $127.82. The tip was $2.23.
Damn.
See what I'm saying? Like that's what for me. That's what
that motherfucker rounded up. Basically,
they wanted $130 total. It should have been $213. He gave him an extra 10 cents.
Did he? See? Oh my goodness.
It said Keith Newsom. The tab was $22.47. Zero tip.
Damn, Keith. Keith could be white too, by the way.
You should have just gave him a 30 and let him keep the change.
Ramil Nelson, tab was $16.05. The tip was 0.
Wait, hold on. Is this sitting down service or is this takeout?
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, because that's a major key too.
It's just a picture, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to say it was sit down.
It's more. It's got to be.
Yeah, it's some more to them stories because them people ain't just. I don't know. I'm just saying because I want to know. I'll need more questions.
I can't give you no bread.
Yeah. How was the service too? Because you just naming them people like that and putting them on blast. But how was your service and was this takeout?
I was when I saw this, I immediately assumed that it was sit down.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not saying that that's the case, but that's just what I thought in my head.
Yeah. Okay.
Another tab was $57.78, 0 tip. $52.43, $1. So,
who's the names on there?
But the person that posted it, hold on, let me make sure I quote them. Okay. They said, Please add my name and I'll gladly take a picture and I'll come back to your establishment, order food, not pay or tip.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really distasteful that you writing people's name and last names on there, bro. I mean, what kind of restaurant is this? That's distasteful.
I'll give you that.
That's bad. That's bad business. Matter of fact, you probably could get sued for some shit like that.
Putting first last name on there.
Yeah.
No, be humble. No, I ain't never tipped on what you call it.
I've tipped on takeout. It depends on me. I'm talking about me. If my conversation, if I have a conversation with the person or whatever, you know what I'm saying, boom, it won't be nothing crazy. Like, you know, I'll hit $1 or $2.
Yeah.
But for me, yes, I have done it.
It's because to me, it's getting out of control. I went up there to get a bottle of water to pay for a bottle of water, and it's asking for a tip. I grabbed some chips and it's asking for a tip. They got a tip job there. What the fuck am I tipping all this stuff for? So no, I'm not. No, I'm not the one that tip on takeout.
I'm just gonna pull up this random video because it's completely random.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, hold on. Let me
listen to it first.
No, I'm gonna turn up the volume.
Okay.
And tipping workers when their employers may be paying them less than the minimum wage, or when they feel like the service is good. But others feel like it's too much. Why? Tips are harder to stomach when consumers feel like workers make at least the minimum wage, or that they're not really getting that much of a service. They also argue that when counter service businesses ask them for a tip, they feel pressured, and everyone around them, including the workers, can see whether they decide to tip or not. Studies show that consumers who feel irritated by their request might be less likely to come back to a particular business. But they also found that consumers get less irritated if they spend more money. However, consumers and workers who support tipping say it's hard to sympathize with people who can afford an expensive coffee or drink or a meal but don't want to tip. As data shows, tipping has been on the rise, so the conversation about when and where to tip will continue. Some consumers tip workers.
So, when it to answer your question, be humble. Do I leave tip on takeout? I've never done it. I've never done it, and I would be willing to for the same reason that Jay Everyday just explained. Like if I call in my order, place the order on the app or something, and it's ready by the time I get there, what am I tipping for? Everything that I've heard about, understand about tipping, it's rooted from the service that I get from my waiter when I sit down at the restaurant. So if I'm come in, grab my food, and I leave, I paid for it. I picked it up. What am I tipping for? I don't see that. But on the flip side, when I do sit down at a restaurant, I definitely tip. That's not a question for me. And I tip according to service.
I do think, though, sometimes some restaurants, right, it may not necessarily be carry out, but some restaurants are sit-down restaurants where you don't actually have a server. So they'll ask right then and there for a tip. So, again, it depends, and I may not tip as high as I would with a server, but I'll still tip because a lot of times you leave your tray or something there. Even if I go out to a buffet restaurant, right? It's not required to tip, but I'll leave a couple dollars because you got the busboy or whoever. I leave, whatever little change or something if I got it in my pocket, right? So, I mean, I do try to look out for other people. It is what it is. Do I have just free money floating around? As of right now, no, not for them. But
you had that $400,000 though.
I had that. Hey, that's a life changer.
For tippers, it'd be tipping much better too.
Oh.
D Money said, "I seen an Uber Eats driver get mad because they didn't get a tip."
I see. That's people I don't want to play with my food.
To be honest with you, I don't think I've ever ordered something from Uber Eats. My son have done it and all that stuff, and because he's home sometimes. But I just seen so many videos of people leaving their food because I stay in the building where I stay at. It's always somebody food sitting on the ground by the door. It's always somebody food sitting like, nigga, we just walk through shit, mud, and your food sitting on the ground.
Right. And
it's like, and then half of these people, you don't know what they going through, what they been through. Nigga digging in your food, taking fries and all type. Nah, I'm cool. I go pick this shit up.
That's happened to my building, right? So somebody delivered something, left it in the vestibule.
Yeah, somebody grabbed it.
I come downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck got McDonald's? Like, Uber Eats McDonald's, just lazy. So I come back, you know, boom, the food's still there. I go back upstairs. I wake up the next day.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Hey, this goes out to mother every day. The less I ask you to do,
the less you want to do.
And that's what happened with the pandemic with this Uber Eats shit. You don't have to go to the store no more, so you don't want to. You want everything delivered to you right then and there. Nah, I'd rather go get shit. I'm sorry. I'd rather go get my own shit. Less hands going traveling through my shit. It's already somebody's cooking your food. Yeah. Now you're going to let them cook your food. Somebody else bring you. It's 4 people's hands that touch your food before you even eat it.
We did the DoorDash one time because we did the DoorDash. I did it twice. So I did one for like Uncle Remus.
Okay.
Food came. It was down the street, so came pretty quick, nice and hot. And then I did one for Little Caesars. The Little Caesars, bro, we never could find where they dropped my food off. Like
he kept that shit.
He either kept it. He said it. You know, I delivered it. Tried to go through DoorDash to get my shit, my money back. Guess what? Asked out. He said he delivered it. All right, you know what? Fuck all y'all and fuck this app.
Yeah, delete that. They're going out the phone right now.
Yeah. It's funny that you said it. D Money said, I would never do it again. They said they dropped my food off and never did, so somebody got a free meal.
Yeah. And I've heard drivers said that I've like people that I know that said they've eaten people's shit. Like, yeah, they said they canceled the order and shit. I had food, so I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not with nah.
I think as far as when it comes to what D Money said about the Uber Eats driver getting mad because they didn't get a tip, there's bad examples in everything, right? There's bad examples in everything. There's bad employees, bad athletes, bad police, bad people, all that. When it comes to the whole tip culture as it pertains to sitting down in a restaurant and a waiter bringing you your food versus you sitting at home and ordering your food and it being brought to you, I think that, what do y'all think? I think you can add some type of tip to that.
I think
because
so
you're sitting in your house
and they bringing it to you. I think so too. But it's also depending on if, because I've heard someone say this to me too. I don't like my food on the ground. I order for them all the time. If I come downstairs and you ain't giving me enough time to come downstairs and you gone already and you expect a tip from me, it's not going to happen if my food's sitting right there on the ground. Now, if you handed me my food when I get downstairs, whatever, you waited a couple seconds, okay, I got you on the tip. But if my food is on the ground by the time I get downstairs, whatever, and I see you pulling off, skirting off, ain't no tip for you.
I think that's what they because I did Uber Eats for a little while, and they instruct you to leave it at the door.
I understand what they instruct you to do.
It's also a matter of, you can, as far as giving them a tip, like you're thinking physically giving them dollars.
No.
I'm saying you can. Oh, okay. Because I'm saying you can do that when you place your order.
No, but I think most people wait to see how their food gonna come. Is it gonna come hot, play it with, or whatever like that before they probably try to tip. I've never ordered it, so I don't know. I'm just going by what somebody told me.
Yeah, I think as far as sitting in a restaurant tip according to service, but I think you should definitely be willing to pay a tip especially if you're gonna run up a huge bill. And especially if you're going to have the waiter, which is their job, don't get me wrong, it's their job, to go back and forth and get you different things and all that stuff. Well, I get it.
Well, I would get pissed off at my table. That's why I don't go out to eat with a lot of people, because that shit pisses me off the way sometimes people treat waiters, and because they like human too and they got multiple tables, and I understand. So you got to be more understanding and more patient. I'm not sitting up here saying you should be waiting 2 hours to get your food, and I'm not saying that, but I'm saying just be a little patient, a little considerate. Please and thank you goes a long way. Shit like that. But yeah, that's why I don't go eat with a bunch of people. I don't do no dinners. I'm not spending no check, no 7 ways, and I'm not doing all that shit. We're not coming out with me to eat and all that shit, and I'm not going out with you to eat. I don't like that. I don't do that. I'm cool on that. That's just me.
I got the type of personality, like, I don't give no fuck what nobody talking about. You're not finna make me do shit. I go off of how I'm being treated at that time. I don't give a fuck what you had going on at your day, at home, as a waiter, waitress, or whatever. I don't care, right? Because I came here, if I'm spending $200, $300, $400 for a fucking meal, you know what I mean? The only reason that you're going to get a high tip is because,
it's a high bill.
It's a high bill. I guarantee you it ain't that many of us. It's probably me, my wife, maybe my kids or something. But that's the reason why it's going to be that high. So, yeah, you're going to get a $50, $60 tip. because the fucking steak was $100. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You lucked up and you got a downtown job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but and that's the deal. If I'm spending premium prices, I need to be getting premium service, right? Not the Olive Garden service. The fuck out of here.
Yeah. I agree with you, D-Money, on that, yeah. That's why I don't go out to eat with everybody. People be calling me weird. It's cool. I don't play that shit.
D-Money said, Ma, you got to pick the right group of people to go out to eat with.
Yeah, you can already do that. Like, okay, he ain't got it, so he can't go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, look, I'm going to keep it a bean. We were all supposed to, go together and get some steaks, man. I kind of was putting that together. I was spearheading that. And kind of the comments was like, well, man, I don't. Because we supposed to go to a steakhouse. Well, man, I don't eat steak, and I ain't doing this. Probably ain't gonna be for you because we're gonna be spending a certain type of money. You see what I'm saying? Not to say you don't have it, but what I'm saying is
$150 a person.
I don't need motherfuckers like, oh, well, I'm spending $15. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just get some mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Like we came out to go in a good steak,
get
and
clean
some drink,
as hell,
you
and
know
go
what I'm
enjoy a
saying?
good steak.
Expect everybody to spend at least $100 a head.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I said $150.
Whatever, but expect at least spend $100 a head, right? So
With your tip.
whatever, expect to spend $100 a head, all right? And that was the deal. Like, there was, I'm just gonna come have some fries, like.
You could have had that at McDonald's in the drive-thru.
All right, nigga, just say you'll catch up to us next time.
Yeah.
That's all.
But yeah,
Some fries.
I'm one of them ones that I don't give a fuck if you family. I don't play that shit. Nah, I'm cool. It's only a selected number of people I go out with to eat and all that shit. Break bread. Nah, I'm cool. I'm decent.
I got a video. Could you pull it up? This is
Which one?
I'm gonna send it to you. Send it to the group. You can pull it up. It's about an Uber Eats driver. Hold on, my bad.
But in the meantime, just to put a button on that, my thoughts. Let's give final thoughts about this particular thing.
Yeah.
My thought about it is, if you're gonna go out, period. If you're gonna have your food served to you in a restaurant, or if you're gonna have it delivered to you, you should be willing to pay some level of a tip. I think it should be according to what it is that you ordered, and it's also a matter of service. So I think you should definitely be willing to pay a tip, because this whole thing Be Humble said about the tip being added to the bill isn't because people paid that fair amount of pay the tip according to whatever it is that the bill was. They started doing it because people weren't getting paid regardless. And I've seen videos where it would be a live stream. Somebody would call somebody. I think it was on Anton's channel. He called somebody that was a waiter, and that person was a black person that said in that particular establishment, they see the table of black people, group of black people that's coming in, and they already have it in their mind based on their previous experiences that they're going to get a lower tip than when the white people come in.
So you give them worse service? Is that?
They didn't have that part of a conversation.
Well, part of the conversation is, to me, very relevant, because I'm not trying to cut you off, but I'm just saying, you can't say, if you automatically say, well, this group of niggas is doing this, and these good white people's over here you're going to automatically give them bad service. Thus, them already going to now they're going to give you a lower tip. You're going to give them excellent service because in your mind, these are going to be the people that's going to give, hey, you want more water, Mr. White Man? Hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying? What you order. You already see how it is when you order things in the black neighborhood in general. You go to a black Walmart, yeah, how much? I got to ask them how much my shit come to.
No,
then they flip the thing around. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I say. Like, you should definitely be willing to pay your fair. You should give great service regardless of whoever's sitting at the table. I'm just saying that from the experience of people I've heard in multiple different videos that I watched, that was that was a lot of their sentiment. But you should definitely be willing to pay a tip regardless, because you're having this provided for you. So
I agree. You come outside and be willing to spend money. However, I think people need to understand, in the field that you're in, people won't be getting money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You will have a group of people that come outside and really try to nickel and dime it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But as a whole, if I see this group of people, I'm not finna give them less service. That's like when I used to work, you know what I'm saying, for this delivery company, right? I don't know if y'all work there. I still work there. You know, whatever, however we say it, right? But, you know, we service out west. We service the west side. I'm not finna give the customers less, you know what I'm saying, worse service on the west side than I am in the suburbs. I'm gonna give them the same type of service. Yeah. If I wasn't fucking with y'all in the suburbs, I ain't fucking with you in the city. If I'm fucking with you in the city, if I'm gonna make sure you get your package in the suburb, I'm gonna make sure you get it in the city. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. Like, I'm not finna get these people, and that's what I'm saying. In general, you can't have a preconceived notion about these people. Like, oh, these niggas ain't gonna give us. You never know who you might be sitting at. Who might be in that company. It might be one person. They get pay for everybody's tip.
Yeah. Ma, what you got to finalize?
Jerry, they said it on the head. Like, you can't sit up here and just, the group of black people before them didn't give me no tip, so I know they ain't gonna give me no tip. So the service, then you don't get no tip. Now you complaining about, be humble. Oh, black folks don't tip. No, that's not the case. Black folks also get some of the worst fucking service because they are black and it's previous experiences. I bet you 4 white couples then came in there and didn't tip you, but I bet that 5th white couple, you still giving them the greatest, best service, though. You ain't stopped giving them the good service, though. And that's all I'm saying, man. It's like you say, if you're going outside and you want to spend some money, just tip. Especially if you're sitting down and you got a waiter bringing you stuff, tip. But if you're not, the service is not up to par, you ain't got to tip, you ain't got to give them shit because the service wasn't up to par. So I agree with some of what both of you guys said.
I think a good thing, though, like what I do now, I like to get to a restaurant real early. Get to it when it basically just open or something, in between the first 2 hours. Now you get the best. It should be the best of their personality. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, because they're not tired.
So in the real good restaurants, they probably open up on the weekends, 4 o'clock, right? Mm-hmm. You should have had most of your day to get whatever, you know what I'm saying, issues
preparation
you have.
All
yeah,
that.
Exactly. So now I should be able to get your best, you should be able to put your best foot forward, smiling and everything, right? You just got to work.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not coming strolling in there at 9 o'clock at night. I come in at 4, 5 o'clock. Boom. Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, you want some more water? Such. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
That's all I'm basically saying. It's just that I expect the same level. If I'm spending my money, spend too. So I expect the same level of service that you're gonna give anybody else. That's white, black, or candy stripe. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Facts.
Yeah, but we agree on that point. We agree on the point of you should get the same service regardless. It's also a matter of people are addressing things based off of their previous, like Maul just said, addressing things off of their previous experience, right? So
I ain't do nothing to you. I just got here.
Right. Like, yeah, you should definitely, if y'all two go to a restaurant and I'm the third person to go, I should still get the same service as what y'all got. Right? If the service was good. Right. Period. Regardless of if y'all did or didn't tip.
No. So, I look at it like this, because we probably got bad service. You should give everybody good service no matter what. Yeah, because we probably got the bad service and you probably get the good service or whatever. But everybody should get good service, good mannerism, good everything. Your vibe should be cool. Because if you're not a talkative person or a friendly person, why the fuck are you a server anyway? You shouldn't be if you're not a people person and not like a people pleaser, you shouldn't be serving people food and all that shit anyway.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm not finna be arguing with no people, waitresses and y'all jobs and shit. Right now they got robots. Or also, what can happen is I don't have to go to your restaurant. Yep. And nigga, really, I can buy a steak at the crib and it's gonna cost me 90% cheaper. I can get a nice tomahawk. Now I can really, you know what I'm saying, do this shit up myself.
Put that motherfucker on that fire and grill outside.
Exactly. Yeah. So I know it's a premium for me to go out and spend a couple extra dollars or whatever and get the ambiance and all that. Right. But like, don't get it twisted. Like, you're not nothing that's needed.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're not a need out here, and I think you're like restaurants are trying to really put it on the customers. Yeah. Right. Because if it was really about the waiters and waitresses getting their money.
The restaurant are paying off rip.
No, not even that. It's you wouldn't if I leave the tip on the credit card, then it wouldn't be spread amongst the restaurant. Yep. It would go directly to the server. That's why the servers do like the cash. It's directly to them.
And it's not taxed too on top of that.
And it's not taxed.
Yeah.
So, even if I were to give $100, okay, Phil gets some, Juan
Bill.
gets some, Bill gets some, Juanita,
Julio and Jamal.
It was Brenda, Letitia.
Julio, Cameron, Julio, and Jamal. All them three get something.
All right, so, yeah.
That's all of them.
That's all I get some. Everybody gets some.
So I've seen that on receipts before when I go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I would go to a restaurant, restaurant. And it's something that it's a quick transaction. It's not like I'm sitting down, you're bringing me my food, and they will still have the tip thing on the receipt. Now, I thought it was only then is when you add a tip, it goes back to the restaurant entirely. But if you put the tip on the card, that's wow. I actually never really thought about that.
All that shit, anything.
The reason why I found
Never
out,
really
I asked
thought
one
about
of them
that.
one time. I was at breakfast, and I asked the girl, I say, what do y'all prefer? I'm just like, it's curious. I'm like, what do y'all prefer? You prefer the cash or you prefer to leave it on the card? She was like, the card is okay, but you tax that. They do all this type of stuff. They be acting crazy about trying to give us our money. But she said the cash goes directly and whatever like that. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm going to try to have, every time I go out, at least try to have 25, 30, maybe even close to $50. Because I know, the price range of your bill, what your bill going to be. So you try to get to, 20, 25% or whatever that is. And try to keep enough cash on you to get, to get her somebody.
Whatever I got in my pocket, I normally try to, whatever I got in my pocket, and then I start deducting from there. Like, this nigga not getting that one. The fuck out of here. I'm finna get some ice cream after this. So,
dessert.
Right?
On your ass, boy.
On the free?
Yeah, for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Be Humble said restaurants getting greedy. I don't think it's a matter of being greedy, bro. I think that may be part of it. But I think people not tipping, people in general not tipping is a real thing. And they got tired of having all the different conversations about who gonna tip, how much you gonna tip. Oh, I ordered this, I should only pay this much. The restaurants got tired of people having these conversations after the bill comes. So I just said, let's just do it. Let's just add it to the tab regardless.
No, I agree with Be Humble on that because some of these restaurant prices and some of the prices of some of these things be like ridiculous. I'm kind of with them on that, and it's like it's not going like it's you profiting more on your pockets or whatever like that. It's not like you giving more money to the servers or anything like that. You putting all that shit in your pocket as a restaurant owner.
Be Humble just said in this area gratuity is added into. Let me move this. In this area gratuity is added into the bill and they still ask for tip. Yeah, now that's greedy. You're right. That is greedy.
You want the tip and the tip.
Now, see,
tip.
when they do that, I'd be like, you just saved me a couple dollars because I knew it was going to go over 18%. And most of the gratuity be at 18%. I'm like, I'm cool with it. It make me mad, but I'm like, I'm cool with that. I'll tip you out that, but you ain't getting nothing on top of that. Talk to the owner about that, whoever made that shit up.
Yeah, I'm not giving you a tip on top of tip.
No, I'm not doing that.
We're not doing that. Shoot. The video's not playing. If it's okay.
I just gotta find it.
Yeah, go right there. Where you going?
Where?
Right. Second row. Second one.
Oh, right here. Yep. All right, here we go.
What was that?
Hola, Jessica. ¿Cómo te llamo?
Yes.
I mean, I was right here.
Thank you.
So, not, so on the app, there was no tip. So I thought, maybe sometimes some people like to give tip in cash. So.
No, I'd already paid for my food, so I thought that included your.
No, on the app, it's $2. They pay us to deliver, and then everything else is tip. You know, we are a service business, so everything is tip.
Hopefully you put some money on them sandals. You get some real shoes. Some work shoes. But,
This was 35 minutes to drive there for just $2.
boy, I'm not finna have no conversation with this nigga about my food.
This a skit.
Gotta be.
This a skit.
Gotta be.
This a skit.
Wait, hold on.
It was a long drive,
Serious?
you know? So, is there ketchup?
right now. I'm in panic. Take a ride.
If I go home and tell my girlfriend that I did 35 minutes for $2, no tip, she'll beat me. So,
Why the poor dude ass? The fuck out of here. He got the game messed up. This guy, yeah, got to be a skit. Gotta be.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wasn't that McDonald's that he pulled out, but that wasn't a McDonald's bag?
I like the. Was that a McChicken?
Yeah, it looked like a McChicken or something, or breakfast.
Because it's like a regular brown paper bag. It didn't have no writing. No.
Be Humble said, yeah, you have to pay attention to the. Oh, you have to pay attention in this area. I've seen it on. I've been in a restaurant. It was in Oakbrook. I forget which one, but they
put them on blast.
I forget who it was, but they said the tip is automatically been added. But if you want, you can ask to have the tip removed or something like that. It was like in a fine print at the bottom of the receipt.
Or you can ask
or
for it to be removed.
You can have to ask it like separately.
Oh.
I forget exactly what it was. But it was something like they automatically added to it. I think maybe an additional 3% for using a card to pay. But you can ask to have that 3% removed.
Oh, 3%. Is that because of the credit card?
Credit card charge, yeah.
Okay.
Cultivate Your Roots said gotta be a skit. Yeah, that was a skit. But that is a real situation though. That is a real situation that actually happens. People would do a delivery service and they drive 35 minutes and then they get paid potentially like $4 or $5 to drive 35 minutes. And then they don't have a tip. So that's what D Money was saying earlier.
How many times is that happening? Like, if you already know, like, the job is not paying me much to drive 35 minutes, and I'm expecting bread from a tip from, whoever. Like, that would only happen to me one time to know that, okay, this ain't the job for me.
That ride ain't for me.
Right.
I'm not doing no more $35 tip. No, I'm not doing.
No, I'm just saying that
35 more minutes.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, even I'm right. I don't mind the 35-minute drive, but whatever I'm getting paid for should be coming from the company. I shouldn't have to depend on
the customer,
Tom, Dick, and Harry to motherfucker.
That's extra.
Yeah, that's extra. Anything they're giving me is extra. So what are they paying for the ride? Yeah. They not paying me at least $35 for the ride.
Speaking from experience, it is just like what a lot of companies are doing. They're trying to get the people that do the actual work to work more and get paid less. Because I've not paid less, but not the pay not be what we define as adequate. Because y'all know this. I do Walmart Spark sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I'll be seeing you out there.
And I see. I had to actually do a whole lot of research, a whole lot of watching other people that do it as well, and I learned a bunch of stuff from it. It's like, yeah, they do that. They are trying to get you to do more and get technically not adequate pay for whatever it is that you're doing. Bayou Repair Guy, hello everyone. I hope you've been well. What's going on?
What up, Bayou?
What's going on? D Money said, right? Like, find another job. It is. Yeah, that's absolutely. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean, and what are these companies really providing? I mean, maybe a smooth running app and shit like that. But outside of that, not really providing anything. They're using your gas dollars, your wear and tear on the vehicle. They got these little random ass warehouses. I.e. Amazon. Like, you don't really. They got these things popping up all over the place, and yeah, it's convenient because whatever you're ordering is coming from. These warehouses real close and quick. But it's just like like you just said, all the hard work is on the workers. And, those Jeff Bezos guys and who's over Uber?
No, I don't know.
The guys over Uber and Lyft, like they the ones who get
probably one of them niggas.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. It's probably a shell company and another shell company that's under them.
Yeah, it's probably they shit too.
Yeah, low key.
Bayou Repair Guy said, LOL smiley face, and also said, y'all have a good Sunday. You as well. Thank you for stopping by.
Salute, brother.
I want to get into this last thing because I really want you guys' opinion about this.
Oh.
You have something else?
Corey Hogan.
Oh, you want to do that?
Facts. Yes.
Okay, well, let's.
You could do whatever that too.
Yeah, we could do both of these last two, yeah.
You gotta do Corey.
Got to.
All right. Well, let me turn this down because he got an ad apparently. Man, they don't got YouTube Premium, man. All right, here we
Crazy
go.
when you don't got YouTube Premium,
Man, shout out to YouTube.
We appreciate y'all.
The hairstyle that has Daryl George, a junior at Barbers Hill High School in Mont Bellevue, in trouble.
It is a part of who we are.
He's been in school suspension since August 31st. That's the same week Texas outlawed racial discrimination based on hairstyles.
I had a meeting with the principal and assistant principal, and they said that it's because the Crown Act doesn't cover the length of his hair.
According to the dress code posted to BHISD's website, the policies were established to teach grooming and hygiene, instill discipline, and ensure students are dressed in a manner that is clean and neat. For male students, that means their hair cannot extend below their eyebrows or earlobes, not even if the hair is gathered or pulled back.
I want them to change their policies. I want them to stop being discriminatory against black and brown kids.
So with
Not
these
just
Browns.
mine, but any other black and brown kid.
Darisha George says her son has not worn his hair down since school started in mid-August.
I'm trying to figure out how he's getting
Look like she's smoking us.
violated when y'all never seen his hair let down. How do y'all know it's below his eyebrows?
This is her son's first year at the school. The family just moved to the area, and the hair problems are not just causing them headaches, it's impacting Daryl's entire high school experience.
His grades are failing. Like they're going
She wanted to say his grades is fucked up.
He's not getting a part.
His grades is fucked up. It's because of the hair.
I like to go back to class, do what I need to do to get my education.
Thanks, your what?
Another hair debacle.
Be Humble said that's a public school that's whack.
He should cut his hair.
It's a lot of solutions to the situation. I
He should cut his hair.
think wearing your hair how you want to is a freedom of expression. You should be able to express that. Like, it ain't hurting nobody. It ain't hurting nobody.
The only thing about a lot of things about that we don't like. He should be able to wear his hair. You want to wear it. But what I got when I was like looking at it, and the first thing, like when they was reading the rules, and it was like, the neatness and all this stuff, ain't that subjective? Because they was talking about like, he should be. What it was talking about.
I guess his issue is that it's the length, though.
Yeah, but they were talking about the neatness and the cleanliness of some. Them three things that they put up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, every last one of those are subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ask white people that, it's this. But if you ask black people, it's like, boy, it's perfectly fine. His shit not nappy or nothing like that. He got a nice little taper fade on it. It like he didn't have that maybe a couple weeks or whatever, but it still look neat, nice and neat though, right?
I mean, I agree with everything. Like the law said, he shouldn't even that shouldn't even be up for discussion.
Yeah, it shouldn't be no law or no deal.
So the law says, but I'm not also right. So it's like, are we really fighting over some hair shit? And we we still got an education to get.
Yeah, and he's missing all these. He's being a forefront for some shit, and he's still missing part of his high school experience because we're fighting for him. He's like the first one. What the music word I'm trying to use? The first person to do something like the forefront, the face of this shit.
Right.
You want him, your son, to be the face of this shit, missing out on his education for this shit. And I understand it. Like, you're supposed to fight for it. You're supposed to go up, because I'm going up there raising hell about mine too. If they send him home talking about some fucking hair when his hair is nicely neat and cut, and you got motherfucking kids walking around this bitch with pajamas and flip flops and slides and shit on, with motherfucking scarves and shit on. That's not even that's white as hell. They come with pajamas on.
Right.
But you talking about my son because his hair is like this and he's dressed all nice and neat. Like, what the fuck is going on? What's up?
I totally agree.
So
but we also not going to be missing much of school.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna keep fighting for that.
Let's
but we
get a
gonna have to
haircut. I'm with. Otherwise, like, the solution is
transfer.
We can transfer if this hair is a big deal, but
Yeah.
then it's probably like, damn, we're gonna put ourselves in financial burden for some hair shit.
Yeah.
This is one of the things of being black that you have to deal with. So, when we speak for the black and browns, which I never hear the browns speaking for the blacks, I'm just saying,
It's a
like,
fact. It's a fact.
so when we speaking for the blacks and browns,
It's a fact.
uh,
Oh, so now you want to get the right shit on there? I've been trying to press it all day, but you ain't twitched nothing.
go
But
ahead,
you gonna
Mom.
switch it
Go
up.
press some shit,
No,
Mom.
man, I don't even want to press that shit. No, cool. Wait till next week and you get this shit together.
But no, but we don't have extra time and resources to be because of some hair shit. I get it. You know what I mean? The law is the law. There's plenty of things that the law says that we shouldn't do, we can't do, X, Y, and Z. And whatever the fuck the local got going on trumps all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, is it a time and a place to fight for stuff like that? Absolutely. But look, I'm not finna let my kid be missing no school. Now, also, it's like, okay, it could be one thing. We could start here and then he get that done and then it be some other shit. Because schools do pick. So, I mean, I would like to know the demographics of the school. I'd like to know how everybody else is looking. This is definitely a lawsuit probably waiting to happen.
Because it's a public school too, right? Was it a public school?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure.
Because a private school, I heard, like, got more rules and regulations and shit, right?
Yeah, when
Private school. Yeah, because I've gone to private school. Private school, they have uniforms,
Yeah. You got to follow all them rules, or you just gone.
or you just can't be there.
Yeah. But if it's a public school, yeah, I'm with you. Like, you ain't saying nothing wrong, Jerry. They like I'm not for to like have my son out of school, missing school, and doing all this shit for some hair. And I understand you, like the way the mother is trying to fight for it. I agree with her too on that things too. But it's all you pick, like I always say.
Pick your battles.
Yeah,
to win the war.
You just said it. I ain't gotta say no more. That's right there.
The war is for your child's mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the war. So you go pick your battles over the hair.
Yeah, you don't fight every battle so you can win the war.
We got other things to do in life.
Yeah.
That shit bogus. Yeah, he shouldn't be suspended. Let's get him back in school.
Then we can talk about
we can still talk about, we can still make a big deal issue. He ain't got the haircut no more. I mean, he got a haircut now. We can still make this a issue though until we get it right, because it still should be made right.
And you're gonna pay us for getting this haircut.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a really expensive haircut for y'all.
Be Humble said, but there's a bigger problem here. Be Humble said, this is what happens. You see this right here? It's always in the way.
You say this is what happens when you want to be up under them?
You see that right there?
Yeah,
that heart always messes me
I mean,
up.
it's the same thing on the screen.
Yeah, but
You can't see it.
Squinted.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the reason why I got it right
Can't
here.
you open that chat much bigger though?
Yeah, it is. Like I said, I'd like to know the demographics of the high school. It looks looks nice from the outside. But then also, you got to understand, it's Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is on. They do their own motherfucking thing.
It's United States, and then it's United States of Texas.
Yeah, it's
I think one of my biggest questions is, where's his father?
I mean, it was glaring. Like,
But why you say that though? What does father got to do with that?
Because I would like to know his opinion of it. What would he say? Would you fight for your son to continuously be in school suspension and his grades continue to plummet?
over some hair.
Over his hair.
Yeah, I'd see where you're coming from. Like, yeah.
I think this is one thing that I don't like.
It's majoring in the minors.
Is when people come into something that's already established and then try to get things changed around to cater to whatever it is that they want to do.
I didn't see that one coming. That's a great thesis. That's a great one right there.
So the school had already established what it was that their expectations were when it comes to hair, right? That was already established before the Crown Act. What she explained. Let me put this up on the screen. So, Crown Act, an act to prohibit discrimination based on an individual's texture or style of hair. The act was first introduced on March 19th, 2021. I think the school has been up longer than over a little under 3 years. Anyway, but by Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman, whatever D and J, the House of Representatives then passed a bill by 235 to 189 votes, March 18th, 2022.
Democrat, New Jersey.
I was just going to say that too.
Oh, Democrat, New Jersey?
Yeah, that's what that stands for.
Okay, thank you. But I think
Or if I was Spanish, New Jersey.
so. My thought process is, you have all different kinds of options for your son to go to school and wear his hair however he wants, right? I think instead of one thing that kind of is that I don't want to say I don't like, but one thing about the creativity of people is that instead of following rules, a lot of people try to find loopholes around things to try to make it work for them. So by the way that they have his hair styled, by definition, that falls under it should be acceptable, because his hair is not falling in front of his face and no further than his neck.
Mm-hmm.
But you can tell that his hair is long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
honestly, they picking.
Yeah.
They picking.
Yes.
But if he had a father in his life, I'm not saying it's not, but if he, at least visible that we can see, any father that's in the home is not going to be, okay, look, I get it. They wrong. Sometimes this is what we were talking about last week. We talking about good drivers.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes it's a red light and you see a car and he keeps going through the red light. You don't turn in front of the car just because, right? Just because he wrong. No, you just go ahead and let him do that. Because guess what? We got an ending goal. Our ending goal is to finish high school with good grades so we can move on and move forward. All right? This hair thing, like, I get it. Get the fucking haircut. I had long hair in high school. My high school allowed it. I don't live in Texas.
But you know, I got to push back because I'm with y'all on that. I agree with everything we just said. But
it's in context.
but I would like to know if Shorty played a sport.
Yeah.
There was another video.
If Shorty played a sport for them and he was cold as hell, would this still be a problem?
You right.
Or would they bypass this rule because Shorty cold?
I believe what you're saying is I agree with that.
I think because they like, you a black person in our school, you don't play no sports for us, man. What the fuck? And you got dreads. You supposed to be out here hooping.
Look at this.
You're supposed to be you're running back and then you read. Yeah. You trying to get smart and not be educated and all this stuff.
So there was another video that I had queued up. Let me see if I can pull it up. But I had queued up on my phone that the news said that he hasn't been able to participate in any athletic things or anything since he's been in school.
He's not as cold as he think he is. That's all. Because I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, if he was something.
Am I lying, Jerry Day?
Yeah.
If a motherfucker cold, like if say for instance he was a running back and the man averaging 1,500 a year with 20-something touchdowns, I guarantee you this will not be a fucking issue.
If he was an exceptional athlete, they'll make some exceptions.
So they gonna change some rules right now. Look, as a matter of fact, you go into class. You go to detention. You got long hair.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what he doing. You go to detention. Hey, you go to the weight room.
Let me see if I can pull it up. But that is a very good point. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm not even typing. But no,
Text us.
Shoot.
He
Oh yeah, man. You can look at the keyboard. Oh, you gotta be cold, man. You trying to be cold, wrong and shit. Instead of you gotta hit the backspace. You like me?
I can't see. Let me see if they pull it up. Here it is. All right. This is the one.
Oh, this is the same kid?
Same kid, yeah.
Okay.
Get past the ad. But they gave a little bit more detail in this video about it.
Okay.
And for the record,
he's 17. I'm thinking he's a freshman.
No, he's a junior.
He's a junior. No, we can't allow this for this boy. He needs to be in school, bro. There's some prime years right here. Especially that junior year, that's a prime year.
Oh, shoot.
His name is Daryl George. He's just 17 years old. Texas is defending its decision to suspend a black student for more than 2 weeks over his hair. That student's name is Daryl George. He's just 17 years old, and as you can see, he has his hair in twisted dreadlocks. The school first suspended Daryl at the end of August and then just suspended him again yesterday.
All of this is despite a new law in Texas that just took effect. It's called the Crown Act. The acronym stands for, quote, create a respectful and open world for natural hair. And it prohibits, the law prohibits racial discrimination based on hairstyles.
NBC News correspondent Rahima Ellis covers education for us and joins us now in studio. So, Rahima, first off, how is the school explaining their decision right now?
The school says that they are following the student handbook, and the handbook says that students are not allowed to have hair extending below their eyebrows, their earlobes, or the top of their t-shirt. And it's important to take a look at the picture here.
So by that, so far, it's not supposed to be above their eyebrows and touching their earlobes and on the neck and all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
So by those pictures, so far,
Yeah, it looks fine.
they're following the rules.
This young man's hair is up. His mother says he has not worn his hair long since he started in school, and therefore they're wondering what the school is doing. We have a statement from the school that says the Barbers Hill ISD, which stands for Independent School District, dress code is not in conflict with the Crown Act, and that's from the Communications Department. The Crown Act, as you were saying, Kate, it says that no one is allowed to discriminate against someone, whether in the workplace or in the school place, based on their hairstyle or the texture of their hair, and that includes, and they specifically say, that includes afros, that includes dreadlocks, and that includes twists. So, school is saying one thing, and the law seems to say something else.
And I'm sitting here wondering, does the family have a lawyer at this point or anything? Because when you start talking about laws, you wonder if a family might decide to take some legal action. That hasn't happened.
Well, good thing you're wondering, because they do have an attorney who is speaking for the family and who is saying that this is definitely something that the family is going to fight, that they're going to fight vehemently. As you can see, again, I think it's so important that we keep seeing this young man's picture, because it seems to be in stark contrast to what the school is saying. His hair is not below his earlobes, it's not touching his shoulders, but it is up. And in fact, we have something from the family, a soundbite from the mother talking about the impact this is having on her child.
I want them to change their policies. I want them to stop being discriminatory against.
My name Lil Daryl.
His grades are failing.
Oh my god.
Like they're going down drastically. He's not getting a proper education. He's not getting a proper instruction.
I'd like to go back to class, do what I need to do to get my education.
Besides that, he hasn't been able to.
What you need to do is cut your hair.
The extracurricular activities and sports activities because he's.
I ain't gonna say all that though, but I get you.
I'm cool with him cutting his hair or whatever. Look, man, and what I noticed, the only male in this whole thing was him. I didn't see, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the men?
You see?
No, but also too, has he been going? I wonder. I
He
got
said he
so
just
many
got
questions. Oh, so he just got to that high school.
Yeah.
They moved to that.
Yeah.
He wasn't he didn't spend his freshman and sophomore year there. I don't think.
No.
Hey,
He just got to that school.
that's a good question. That's good right there. We're gonna have to probably find you another high school if you want to keep your hair. Do you want to go here, or you want to find another high school that's gonna accept you for your hair?
Or homeschool.
It's
like,
an option, right?
you got options.
We providing solutions here.
She got to go to work. That's why she moved over there to that nice area in that nice school. She got to go to work. Who go homeschool?
Okay, well, shit. Hey, this is what's going on. So, because we only got 1 more year, 2 more years of school.
Yeah, and this to me, you shouldn't have moved. This is me speaking from a parent's perspective. My son's a sophomore now. He's not going nowhere. I don't give a fuck if we move or whatever. That's it. Now, if we'd have moved somewhere his freshman year or before this sophomore year, we're not going to be switching schools every year, him getting acclimated to teachers and all. Not. We're not doing that. We here. Unless some crazy shit happen where we ain't got no other choice. But nah, we here. We're going to go ahead and finish high school here. This a prime, junior year is a prime thing because you're getting ready for the SATs. You're getting ready to see what college you want to go to. You start applying for colleges and all this stuff. So all this moving back and forth from the high schools, no, we're not doing that. You got to pick a high school and that's what we're going to stick to.
Come on over to Cicero and Lake and get your motherfucking haircut, boy.
Byron get you right, B.
Byron get you right.
Byron get you right, man. But y'all are right too that that's the only male that we see in the thing, because like y'all say, a male would have stopped thinking like, oh, they ain't gonna just do this to me, and it's like this is just the world we live in, bro. Sometimes we gotta do shit that we don't want to do to get where we trying to go.
Yeah, like I don't know.
So yeah, I get you. I get both sides though. I get why she fighting.
I get that. Yeah, the school wrong. Oh, they wrong. But
At what detriment are you willing to go to?
yeah, let's move on and move forward.
It's no wrong answer in how you answer that. Though.
Yeah, keep your kid out of school forever. I don't know.
I mean, it's no secret. I've worn weaves, I've worn braids, I've worn wigs. I'm wearing my natural hair now. There is some power in that.
Clear.
Absolutely. And I think for this family, one of the things that they're shocked by is that this is happening to them, that a law has to be created in order to make certain that people are not discriminated based on something that they can change if they want to. My hair is straight, yours is not. But it's something that is natural to them.
Your hair is naturally straight.
Hair is not just a hairstyle.
I wonder have the son went to his mother and was like, "Mom, I'm gonna just cut my hair. Fuck it." And she probably be like, "No, you ain't cutting your hair. They ain't gonna make us just let you cut your hair." I wonder did he say that? I'm wondering.
There was another video that I couldn't find, but he's basically regurgitating what his mom is telling him.
But I'm wondering. I'm just saying, wondering behind closed doors.
Oh, behind. Okay.
I'm not saying what he's saying right there, but I know they have discussions without cameras and all this stuff. I'm wondering, did he say, "Ma, it ain't even that serious no more. I'm gonna just cut my hair."
The fact that this shit is news is crazy.
You think so?
Yeah. No doubt. This is crazy. You and your junior year, fam, just get the haircut. I'm not saying, again, everything, like we said, I'm not saying bend over to everything, right? But this is just not one of them times. It's like, bro, the shit will come back. I remember when I was in high school, and I wanted to go to the military, but I had braids. Can't go to the military with braids. They're going to cut all that shit off, right? So what happened is I never went to the military. Look at me now. Do I still got fucking braids? So don't let decisions, you know what I'm saying, your decisions in your teen years affect, the rest of your fucking life and how it plans out.
Temporary feelings,
right?
Making what is it? You having temporary feelings, making long-term decisions. Don't let temporary feelings make long-term decisions.
Don't make long-term decisions based off of temporary
feelings. Yeah. Because you feel that way now about your hair or whatever like that, but you'll cut that shit. Because I already don't like all that long ass hair.
I felt some type of way about my hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? My shit was nice.
Your power? You had your power?
Hey, boy, I was like Samson.
Yeah.
You feel me? But, I mean, I cut it off when I was 21. Yeah. So I've had a haircut pretty much since I was 21. Mm-hmm. I let it grow out a little bit. If you see it, it's kind of, whatever, froze up. But outside of that, like, I've never let it grow long again. So I could have went into a whole different field and different direction in life if I went to the military, right? Because that was just something I wanted to do. I wanted to travel for the free, right? And
ooh, that would have been perfect for you. You love that shit.
I like to do that anyway. So
been over there with the white bitches. You'd have had a whole nother window.
Man.
You been hitting Chinese. He would have been talking about that black shit.
You want some raisins in your tuna?
Yeah, no, you'd have been over there.
Want some of this rhubarb pie?
No, you'd have been over there talking about shishini.
Nah, man, because the deal is, I went to school with white chicks.
That's Chinese.
I'm definitely not. I'm cool. I don't get excited about other groups of motherfuckers like that. All right, nigga, watch out.
Oh, you say I had long hair too. What did they say? He had long hair too before he joined the military?
Yeah,
they make you cut that shit off, boy.
Yeah.
Everybody got a 1. Everybody that walked through them doors got a 1.
If it's a 1.
and guys know what I'm talking about when I say a 1.
If it's a 1.
They might go no guard.
That's what they go is no guard.
No guard. Okay. Yes. 1 guard, no guard, half guard. You going low. Just know that. You going low.
Yeah, be humble with you. That shit wasn't no 1. You won. You got happy, boy. I got a little length on me.
Yeah, Cultivate Your Roots said, "What is it about Texas that black people love so much? Cheaper living?"
Not necessarily though. It's not necessarily. No, that's a misconception.
Not necessarily. I've from what I've seen, and it's crazy. Like it's like.
Did you? You could do the cost of living calculator on your phone. It ain't much difference. When you got to pay $400-500 a month for car insurance, that's crazy.
And you over 26?
You're right.
That's wild. Because my shit just went back down, boy, and I'm so happy. Woo!
See, no guard.
No guard unless you got lice. That's a different rabbit hole.
Yeah, but
remember that comment, Cultivate Your Roots, because we'll definitely get to that at a different live stream.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just to each his own. I think because the way the boy is looking to in the videos, it's looking like I don't even want all this fucking attention. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all don't kind of see his face like that? Like, I'm tired of all this attention?
Yeah, good luck to that nigga, man. I mean, to the young man and his mom.
Yeah, it's to each his own, man. I know a lot of people gonna be talking about what you mean cut your hair? You just conform to that. No, it ain't that. You gotta do all that, man.
Or go to the black neighborhood school.
Yeah, you can go to another
Or
school.
move.
You gotta go to another school or something like that. If they not letting you do what you want to do, you can move.
All right, so
The cost of living and
about the same as. Okay, so let's finish this real quick. You got like a minute left. We'll switch over to Corey.
Actually, back during slavery, it was a way of braiding roots into the hair that would define escape routes from slavery. And it's also been a political statement in the 70s with Black Power and people wearing their hair in a natural way. But it has not been an easy road for African Americans to determine how they will wear their hair because it's been so often blacks have been said we wish it had conformed to a white European style of fashion. And when people don't do that, they stitch it.
Yeah, and that road certainly continues. Hannah, please continue to follow this for us, okay? You're watching. Thank you.
escape routes. Huh? But anyway, man.
Yeah, my last final thoughts on it, if I would tell them or I would have said to them, if this is worth it, keep going. If you feel that it's worth it and you want to do whatever you want to do, keep pushing forward, keep moving the line. That's all. That's the only thing I got. I really don't got no, because it ain't my son or nothing like that. And cross that bridge when I get to it, but if you feel that it's worth fighting for it, keep fighting for it.
If it were my son, I have a son. If he wanted to keep his hair, we would fight up until the point of you can't go to school no more. You see what I'm saying? We're not finna outside of that. Okay, this is, we're gonna try to get to some type of solution. Ain't no solutions along the way. You still got to go to school. So, if his mom or whatever wanted to homeschool him, then I guess we do that.
Okay.
Right, but. All this fighting over. I mean, sometimes you just gotta
fold it.
Fold, yeah. You gotta know when to hold, know when to fold, and this is the time to
when
fold,
to walk away.
Man.
Or
when to run.
Or you could be like this: you keep your hair, you go to another school. If you want to go to this school and stay at this school, you have to cut your hair. I'm gonna let you make the decision.
I'm gonna make it for you because I'm the adult here.
I'll let my
uprooting everything.
I'm not.
No. I'm talking about we can still stay where we at. If that's not the only high school in the surrounding area that he can go to.
I'm pretty sure it is. That's the reason why they over there having that conversation.
Probably so.
My thought is there was another issue where it was some years ago. I forget how many years ago, but it was a wrestler, light skinned dude. He had, I think it was dreads, and they cut his hair
right then and there.
Right then and there.
That's not what we're not doing.
Yeah, you ain't cutting.
Yeah, you ain't putting your hands on my child, cutting no fucking hair in front of everybody, so he can fucking wrestle, nigga. We all for the business, bitch, wrestling and tussling. You're not putting your hands on my child.
And they was
Nah, we're not doing that, B.
You know what I'm saying? So I think at the end of the day, I think the education is more important than the hair. And I started to say this earlier. There was another video that I watched where he said, I feel connected to my people with my hair like this. It's representation of my people. What people?
Well, you don't know his history.
I don't, and that's what I'm saying. I don't, because I wish I was able to do more of a deep dive into what he meant by that. Like what is he studying in school? He's a junior now. He should have an idea of what he wants to study in college. What are you using that as?
It's important. This junior year is important, and we having these covered. That's why I'm telling you that junior year is very important.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you feel connected to your people, but is that the only way you're saying that? Because the people weaponize that these days to try to get themselves into certain positions, to try to get certain things done for themselves. They weaponize it and say, "Oh, this my people." They run to the idea of discrimination to try to get things done, even and it's subjective, but even when they're wrong.
Well, in this situation, he's not wrong. He is being discriminated against. However, we don't have any time to waste on that. That's what I'm saying. The school's wrong. The state has passed bills to say that the school's wrong. We don't have time to sit up and combat, is my point. We don't have time to combat with the school. Get a fucking haircut and we can move on and move forward. You can grow that shit afterwards.
Grow it after you. Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm saying.
After, okay.
This is, to me, it's not him saying, hey, trying to make himself out the victim. He is the victim, right, in this situation. The state has said so. But we don't have time to sit up here and point fingers. We already know you're the victim. You can still fight for that after you cut your fucking hair.
And
You can even keep the locks in the bag and say, see,
and grow your hair later.
Right, and grow your hair later.
We know somebody that
you
did
can
that.
fight among, you know what I'm saying? You can fight for the cause while you're there. Cut the hair, continue to be in class. That's what I'm saying. Let's get past all that.
Jerry, you trying to get that education. That's what he all on.
Yeah, like we almost through here. Like we almost made it.
I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all.
Naps and Beauty, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing, Naps and Beauty?
Yeah, I can agree with that. Hey, sister, every day. Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm with you on that. The education is most important. You're not for the bitch be out of school just sitting around here chilling.
Grades plummeting because you wanna have hair.
Yeah. That's why I say you're gonna have to make some adult decisions now. Either you want to keep the hair and find another school that you can go to, or you finna go to this school and you have to cut your hair.
You can go get that haircut and go to a HBCU is, boy, look, you grow your shit right back out.
Junior year is very important. You taking them SETs and stuff. I told man, freshman, sophomore, junior year is very important because that senior year, you want to be chilling. You want to go to school damn near just to eat free lunch. That's how much ahead you are.
All right.
The grand finale?
Grand finale for this pod. I think this is.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yep, this is it.
Y'all probably gonna like our answers on this shit.
Run down on me. I'm the world. My daughter said, I go to Tasha K. I said, why destroy you and Tasha K? Y'all don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. Hell no. Call me when you're over there. She didn't say that. I believe Tasha K will tell her, bitch, get the fuck out of here. She said that. I love. On everything I love, man. My daughter is an ain't shit bitch. I told her, go get some intervention and then come back in my life later on once you got your shit together. But you not finna be out here. You talk to your daddy like you talking to motherfucking these folks in the street. So I talk to you back that way.
Was that the video you said?
No, that wasn't the whole video. Yeah, that seemed like part of it.
Yeah.
Was it?
No.
He was wearing the same thing.
Wasn't in I wasn't in this. Because I know that there's another video that gives more context as to.
It's the one we got in the group chat.
Oh, that's in. Yeah. Okay. Shoot.
It's on Hollywood Unlocked. Hollywood Unlocked.
But I guess that kind of gives context of what's going on, actually.
Yeah. Go ahead with your thoughts, just while I pull it up, just off of that.
Well, it has to be off of the other one though. That gives context of what's going to happen. Yeah. But the question is,
dog, you popped up on the nigga. That's funny. Hey, won't you popped up on the nigga? That's crazy.
Well, I guess the question is, do you guys think, and other two gentlemen here, do you think this generation of children or adolescents, do they give their parents the proper respect? Do they respect their parents? And say, for instance, you did have a disrespectful child in the adolescent years or in the adult years, right? What would you do about it?
Space is gonna try to look for this so he don't have to go first.
I am trying to. You can send it again to. Go ahead.
Go down. I can tell you. Go down. I know when this pop up.
Let's see.
Damn, that's far.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want you to.
Here,
go right there.
Here it is, right.
All right. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right. Just play it from my phone.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Like she was brought up by her mama. But you know what I'm saying? Instead of realizing I got away from her mama because I don't speak to her mama. She be like, I know you hate my mama. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time to hate nobody. Your mama was drama. Now here it is all these years later, you just like your mama. Both of y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. I'll go make another daughter. I don't give a fuck. If you ain't good as a person, no matter who you are, I have a cutoff switch God blessed me with to say, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if it's my kid. My motherfucking mama, you know your daughter trying to get in touch with you? I say, oh, mama, you watch that little bitch. I brought it up because she tried to run. Watch that little bitch. That bitch is brought up in this new generation where there is no honor, there is no respect thy parents, there is no, the way the youngsters are brought up now, they will fuck over the mama and daddy quicker than they'll fuck over somebody in the streets. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck. If you are so hell-bent in making me a villain and saying I did you wrong, get the fuck away from me. I didn't love your mama.
That was it right there.
You just popped up on a nigga. I try to show you love. Shit, you come out here, I did all this shit for her. She was still talking shit. Watch that little bitch. That bitch is brought up.
Shit.
But what do you, I mean, you know, to the question I asked.
First part of the question, what you said again one more time? Does this generation have respect for their parents?
Yeah, respect for their parents.
I say no, and I put that on the emphasis on the parents. You feel me? Because we too busy trying to be our kids' friends and not our kids' parents. When you your kids' parents and you know not to fucking play with your parents, it's a major respect there. Every day, your mother, what all she always tell you, I'm not your fucking friend. I'm not one of your fucking friends. And you still respect your mother to this day. You wouldn't dream of talking no crazy stuff to your mother. What about you, Spaces?
Wouldn't dream.
Point exactly, but we got this thing to where
she'll slit your throat when you sleep.
Thank you. Like, I understand, you know, kids need to express themselves. They need to have a safe space to talk. They need to come tell you what's wrong. I agree, all that, but it's still a respect issue, and it's a hierarchy that goes on around this bitch. I'm still your parent. I'm not your friend. I'm not your bro. I'm not none of that shit. I'm daddy. I'm daddy to your mama too. You feel me? But on some real shit, like, it's because of this new generation, people want to be their kids' friends and not parent. They trying to get a scapegoat about making real harsh, making real decisions about, you know, their kids growing up and their kids, you know, getting, you know, through life and whatever. Like, my job is to keep you off the pole, keep you out these streets, keep you off this, off these blocks, keep you from out the back of police cars till you're 18. My job is to make you a great citizen of the United States of America or whatever country you go to. It's to make you a great person and a great, you know, great person to the society. Contribute to society too. Not being no TikToker, not being no TikTok, not being on YouTube, not trying to be no motherfucking influencer. Doing something to keep the, you know, society moving forward. We need a job that society is moving forward with you. That was my job would be. And then the other second part of the question, what you say?
If you did have an adolescent child or a child that was disrespectful, how would you handle that?
Then on the other thing, on top of that, I'm going to get both of mine out the way. I've told y'all this plenty of times before. I don't give a fuck who it is. Your mother, your father, your friends, your daughter, your son, grandmother, grandparents. If they not good for your mental health, cut them motherfuckers loose. I don't give a fuck who it is. If they draining your energy that much that they're taking from you, they're not putting back into you, every time you come around them, you sad, you mad, whatever, like, leave them the fuck alone. That's kids included. And I don't mean kids as in 9, 10, still in high school, you still got to take care of them. I'm talking about
them, though.
No, I'm not talking about them.
No, that was the question.
Oh, you talking about them kids?
Yeah.
Them
the kids that we
them little niggas?
Yeah, them the kids that we talking about.
Them little niggas.
His daughter, I think, is
I understand,
teenage.
but I'm asking, okay. I say adolescent. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know about that one. I have to, like, really do some try to really work with my kids to try to see what's really the problem and where did I really go wrong and try to, fix it or whatever about that. But it's only so many times you're going to do that, and the older you get, the less and less patience I have with you.
Right.
So it'll really take some time and some molding and some therapy or whatever we need to do to try to rectify the situation.
But the older child, you're saying somebody who's, past 18.
18, 19.
I'm hollering at you.
I'm holler at you. You got to go.
Yeah.
I'll holler at you. I'm like Corey. I don't give a fuck switch.
Right.
And I'll cut that motherfucker on you. Especially if you disrespected me like that and not, like I wasn't there, like I wasn't taking care of you because I know I was.
Yeah.
All right. Like you say, motherfucker, you had a dog or a cat up in there and you tried to feed it and it tried to bite you. You biting the hand that feed you crazy?
Yeah, no, that's not happening. I'll put a motherfucker out quick.
Thank you.
Anybody know me.
Y'all put kids included.
I got a stray cat out there right now.
like yeah, but
Call Peter.
That's just my opinion when it comes to that right there. So I'm gonna go to flow to one of y'all. You go ahead, Space.
I think children are a reflection of their parents. I think more often than not, when it comes to a disrespectful child, there's a really good chance that there wasn't disciplinary action in the household.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. Absolutely. I think more often than not, children that come up to be disrespectful were disrespectful, and that behavior wasn't called to question. That behavior wasn't checked. That behavior wasn't rectified to show what boundaries are, to show the difference in the parents and how you're supposed to talk to your parents, how you're supposed to address your parents, and how like you're not talking to your friends, and not to bring whatever, because a lot of times, and I know this from a fact, a lot of times this when the child goes to school, they'll learn disrespectful habits, disrespectful behaviors from their friends because their friends do that to their parents. And they try to turn around and bring it home. And you say, that's where the disciplinary action comes in. You say that's where they do it. You need to change your friends because if you think you're going to bring that here, you got a whole nother thing coming. So I also, in specific to Corey's case, I don't know his specifics on how involved he is in his children's life, but I really question where did he, how much of a role did he play in this particular child's life to where she's that disrespectful? Because a lot of times when the child has that level of disrespect, that level of vitriol, that's because you weren't there. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm saying that that's what happens a lot. So is disrespect a thing? Absolutely. It comes from absentee fatherism, instead of the disciplinarian not being in the house, which is typically the father. And then the mother turns around a lot of times, hence the fact that the dude not cutting his hair, trying to advocate for the behavior in one way or another, trying to deal with it. And it's different because I'll tell you a story, a super quick story. And this isn't even a situation where discipline was necessary. It's just to speak on the how role of the father is important. So it was me, another adult and a child, right? The other adult was a woman. This is no disrespect to anybody. I'm just follow my point. It was time to eat. The woman said, come over here and eat. This child is probably 2 years old. The woman said, come over here, it's time to eat. Child didn't move. Come over here, let's go, let's eat. Child didn't move. I said, come over here, let's eat. Child moved.
Cause you like a random light-skinned nigga.
No.
Thought you seen the ghost.
She was looking at me like I was a ghost, straight up.
Her mouth was open.
Saying,
who the fuck is that?
But it was like, let me do what the ghost says. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just to say, like, where was Corey in the upbringing? Because a lot of times when the child has, when the father isn't in the life of the child, that makes room for the mother to have. Listen to how he said, I didn't even know your mother, or whatever he said. So that leads me to believe that he wasn't even there. And then naturally, the child's going to take up the same mentality as the mother.
Yeah.
So are they disrespectful? Yes. Is it of their own volition? That's a different conversation. But the second part was, is there a cutoff? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think about that all the time. I don't have kids yet, but I pray to goodness, I pray to God that every day I want well-behaved, God-fearing, respectful, law-abiding citizen children. Because I really don't want to get to that point where I do have to cut my child off, where I do have to get to a point where I say, in my mind, or maybe even I've heard some people say it in firsthand, that to the child, I can't wait till you turn 18 so you can get out. I don't want none of that in my life. So, yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah. I also had a question as far as, do you think people are, because he used kind of like a biblical reference. And, we also just use like a biblical reference when we say spare the rod, spoil the child. He's talking about kids aren't, trying to honor and obey or, show respect or whatever. Are we expecting kids or our children to kind of follow this biblical code but not really instill any biblical morals into them? You see what I'm saying? It's like we're expecting kids, but we're not putting that into them. We're expecting the kids to honor us just because, well, you're their mother or father. Like, you picking up what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think people picking and choosing when they do and don't want to use Bible scriptures, but not reinforcing it by showing them this is what the Bible says.
Yeah, you'll say, well, it says, well, honor thy mother and thy father. But when the last time you picked up the Bible, to show them that? Because and it's just not just the Bible or whatever, the Christian culture, whatever. This is amongst a lot of cultures. It says, you should be honoring your mother and your father, right? And there's different consequences for it. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's like people pick and choose when they want to use the Bible, and it's like, well, shit, why don't you just use it all the way through? Kind of show your child how to be raised, with the basic instructions, if that's what you're gonna do.
So the children obey your parents and the Lord, for this is right. That's Ephesians 6:1, right?
Yeah.
1-3 talks about what the children should do. But verse 4, it says, fathers, this is NIV. This is just the first thing that came up.
Well,
fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. What? So you just people always quote Ephesians 6:1-3, but it also gives instruction on how the fathers are supposed to treat their children. You're supposed to train your child up. Like, listen, we've all seen it and maybe even experienced it. Child gets to a point where they get to that level of independence. They want to, let's just say, a toy. You take the toy away from the child swings at the parent.
Who the fuck did that?
It's happened.
You talking about like these is like toddlers or something?
Yeah, little kids when they haven't, they don't know what you don't teach them. Is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
You think about this nigga 12?
No.
Throw it right in the choke. Let me show you what this real world is.
Right.
Yeah, a young child, 2 years old.
Okay.
They start getting their temper tantrums and stuff. You got to teach them that that's not acceptable.
Right.
You got to teach them that there's consequences to their actions. But if the disciplinarian isn't in the picture, they never really learn how they're supposed to act. What isn't acceptable. That's honestly, my opinion. I think that's the case with Corey.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
That is it. That is all. Word of the year.
Oh yeah. We do this thing, and I would like all our 6 viewers to do it as well. You give us y'all can think about this while we giving ours too. We come up with, we didn't do it in the beginning of the the year when we came back because we kind of forgot. But we have a word of the year, like in this. It's just a word that we all set goals. I ain't talking about no New Year's resolutions and nothing like that. It's just a goal or a word that you're trying to get the year to reflect on. Like, say, for instance, you want to get your finances together. Maybe you might say finances. Maybe you want to do more progression in your life or progression in some of the things you did, or whatever type of words you want to describe your whole 2024. You feel me? If y'all follow me, if y'all get my drift. We're going to explain it, and we're going to go through our words, and y'all can just put y'all words in the chat. We can see y'all, and we're going to try to hold each other accountable for our words that we use. So, Spaces, we always going kind of last. We're going to let you go first, baby. We're going to go from the lightest to the darkest.
YOLO.
My word is action. My word is action because I have a whole lot of things in my head that I want to do. Mm-hmm. And it sometimes gets to the point where it's so many things that I can't necessarily organize them.
Okay.
So I end up not having any action or making any progress towards realizing those things.
Okay.
So
just start putting feet to ground, boots to ground.
Yes, sir.
Good word, man. I like that. Jay, every day?
My word is words, right? So
thinking of Jay every day to come up with something crazy.
Yeah, my word is words, right? So you got to be mindful of what you speak, the words,
Ooh,
right? So everything that we say, a lot of times we just kind of subconsciously say things, right? But what you speak out your mouth is really what you think, is coming from your heart.
Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
Exactly. So you gotta. I try to be mindful when I'm having conversations with people. I know we banter back and forth on this podcast, but outside of this podcast, when I'm having just a conversation, I try to make sure I don't say anything negative towards people or bring negativity into my own life or into my children's life. You got to be mindful of what you say, right? Sometimes we say things out of frustration, and you can't take it back. Once you put it into the universe, it is what it is. The universe will take it and spit it out, and boom, somehow you've manifested something into your life, right? So words is very important. And if you do believe in the Bible, you believe in the word, then you know what? This is how the earth was created, right? Through the word. And for me, that's my word.
I'll give you something on that one too. That was a nice.
Word.
Mine was reinvent. I'm coming up on the big 4-0, so it's time to It's time to reinvent some things, rearrange some shit. Rearrange some shit. It's trying to rearrange some shit in my life. So I came up reinvent, and then on the
pause them. That's what he want to do. He want to stay in his 30s. He gonna pause.
No, I don't. I want to get older.
Oh, you want to get older? Drop another bomb for this old nigga.
I want to get that's the thing. But I go reinvent, and then I was talking, and it's like 3 words under reinvent. What I'm trying to reinvent. I'm trying to reinvent my mind of how I think about things, how I react to things, how I do things in general. Then it's like reinventing your finances, making sure you know where every single dollar go. Make sure you allocate this. Make sure you get on a lot of budget so you can stay where you need to be, so you won't be asking, low on funds ever. And then it's my body. I want to get into some of the best shape and try to do what's best for me. I've been working on this vessel for like 45 years.
Drop one that includes bombs for this man. He
years,
always been in the gym, man.
So
keep dropping them shits, man. Run that shit back, man.
So how they always said, you got to trim some of the fat. So I'm going to trim some of this fat off me and, get me down. And
drop one that includes bombs for this nigga trimming the fat, man.
So I'm going to try to, get things together now. So that's my word is. My word is reinvent. And under reinvent, I got, my mind, my body, and my finances. That's what I want to try to reinvent and all that stuff, man.
For sure.
It's called Let the Mesh today, man. I like that. That was good. Go check out the No Absolutes podcast with Will Hill, man. He couldn't be here today. He had to do some other stuff. Shouts out to Third Post Media as well.
Shout out, salute.
Cultivate Your Roots, Naps and Beauty, Be Humble, D-Money, Bayou that came through the chat, Trap and Slay. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
This has been another rendition of the No Key Podcast. Wear your crown. Build your legacy, Kings. I am your man, Spaces.
It's Jay every day.
Hey, and this big fella right here is Maul, man. Meeting the
Drop one of them bombs for Big Maul over there, man. Drop, he finna be 40 soon next year, but not this year.
Yeah,
hey, happy birthday to my boy. He finna his birthday. He thought, you be trying to act like, hey, drop another bomb because he finna drop 39 bombs for this nigga.